Oi, oi. Hi guys, martinliedtke speaking. Welcome back to Flat a Day. Wiggly Flat Thumbs. Good to see you here, guys. Let me just check my comms in order. It's Flat a Day. If you got that Flat a Day vibe, jolly good. We're gonna have a laugh here today. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to take the reins. Leave it to me. That's what we're doing tonight. We're having a giggle. Oh, comm sound also. We're having a giggle. And we're having a look at the narrative in the past for witches and wizards and their trials and tribulations. Now, what I think is going on, we'll have a look at in this post. But, you know, a lot of you people in the chat, you know, for the things you do in your life may have been considered witchery in the past. In fact, you might have been burnt at the stake. Okay, for a lot of it. She doesn't float. She doesn't float. She's floating. Yes, she's floating. She's floating because she's a witch. No, sire. She's treading water. Shut the fuck up. She's a witch. So what's really going on in the past with witch hunting and Witchfinder General, like Hopkins Witchfinder General, and all the narratives for witch trials, like the Salem witch trials, and what is really going on. Now, in the past, according to this book, which I'm going to share with you, it states in 1720 that magic and the like are very, very real. And all of this stuff is happening, and not just in the realm of fantasy, according to this book. So it seems that there was a lot of magic happening, maybe in the Victorian era, Tartarian era, whatever you want to call it. And it seems to have petered out, you know. Now we're in the realms of Disney cartoons, and the narrative is which is which? Shampoo. Shiba shampoo. The narrative is instantly a negative connotation towards a witch. A witch is evil. Who could destroy my beautiful wickedness? Fly, my pretties, fly. But there was the good witch, yeah, who done good shit. Now, in the past, it could be in the narrative, you know, like especially with the Inquisition and all of these weird trials going down, that it was just dirty old man trying to grab a hot, pretty witch, okay, woman, call her a witch because she's healthy. She's been known to stare at the sun. She's been seen to run in the morning to keep fit, whatever the fuck that was. She's been seen to eat healthy stuff and not rocks at all for digestion, but bits of grass and rusk for digestion. We eat rocks. She's a fucking witch. Burn her. So there was a lot of that going on, and of course, you know, that makes no sense, does it? If she doesn't sink, if she floats, she's a witch, because you know things can float, can't they? And tread water and swim. So you know, obviously, there's an unwritten rule that witches can't swim. So we're going to have a think about witchery. We're going to have a think about witchery. In tongue in cheek, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a look at this old witch book, which is really interesting because there's one woman in there and she sold her soul to Satan. Yes, that's right. She sold her soul to Satan. He showed up with a contract. He's like, yo, I'm going to give you all the riches, all the stuff. Yeah. All you got to do is sign your name here in blood. Yeah. And then it says like rude words after what happens. We're going to look at that. It's really good. Although in Middle English, the F is an S. Just telling you out in advance in case you get confused. So we're going to look at that a bit later. We've got loads in this post, guys. We've got a lot of humorous stuff. Okay, because I like to have a happy time, guys. It's all part of this ether popping technology. What you find is you've got to stay on a positive vibration and not get depressed in any way. Even though, like, you know, Britain is like a very dreary place. The sun hardly ever comes out. There is beauty to be found. You have to do that, okay? You have to sort of lie to yourself, okay? That all is amazing, even though it's really not. All is amazing, okay? I have everything I need. All is pucker, all is tipper irie is what you've got to think. And then things come. Now, with ether popping, you've got to be not exactly specific. It's just, it doesn't actually recognize specifics like money, like cash. It sees it as an energy, or more the emotion connected with it. In fact, it's all emotionally connected. So I see it like this, especially after a reset. I think that after the reset, because the ether was thicker, we had an easier ability to fly. Mary Poppins, she's a witch. She flies around using an umbrella. And witches generally fly about on broomsticks for whatever reason. That might be bad press. Maybe the first time we ever seen a witch flying on a broomstick was in The Wizard of Oz. Who even knows before that time? So there is a bad connotation with them. Now, what I think is a small percentage of the population of the peeps are intuitives, mystics, if you like. They have the ability to predict the future. They have prophetic abilities through their incredible intuitive skills. Now, that could have been interpreted as witchcraft. Okay, it's just like an ends to a means to take you away from the psychic abilities which every single one of us can have. It's okay, but I think that when this language and the picture connotation for each object came in, it took us further away from our psychic abilities. Now, Nostradamus seen the future, didn't he? You know, he almost had Hitler right. He said Hister, so maybe it was a Mandela effect, and originally he was Hister. Who even knows? But I'm convinced that Germany won the war. Two parallel timelines are going on, I think. Anyway, crystal balls. Okay, now you don't want these in your underpants. Crystal balls see the future. Okay, a bit like, you know, let's give you the example of in the film Clash of the Titans, you have the Olympians and they say, oh, let's see how Theseus is doing. And they look in this pond of water and there he is. It's like a little HTV TV screen, isn't it? HTV TV screen, okay, into the future, okay? Just gotta focus is biggie and clear your mind of all of that noise and distraction created. A lot of it's created on the interweb. That's got a detrimental effect on spiritual progress, I think, because most of it has got a big splattering of fear and negativity attached to it, I'm finding. And even talking about some of the subjects that people talk about on YouTube and on the internet, I'm just not feeling. Because I can see what it's doing. It is a clear distraction to keep us unfocused from us waking up and remembering our abilities, our psychic abilities. I believe I can fly. I think about it every night and day. Spend my wings and fly away. No, I really do. I can remember flying clearly as a kid, guys, in my dreams, floating down the stairs. We talked about it with Chris Topher the other day and stuff. So I hated school. I fucking couldn't stand school. What I liked to do was turn the tables on what the teachers were trying to do to me, which is corporal punishment, torture, pain, and trying to break me to mold me to behave like everyone else in the class. Now, I got a distinct memory of everyone else in the class being a fucking snake. I mean, sucking up to the man, sucking up to the teacher. Yes, sir, it was Martinliedtke, each and every fucking one of them. Is my memory. So I remember the kids in my classroom, the spiteful kids in my classroom, the finger pointers, the judgmental ones, yeah, they're still out in the population. Only they've grown up now. Have they grown out of that spiteful mindset of sucking up, doing whatever they're fucking told? No, have they fuck? Yeah, the recent historical events have proved that's not so. So that sticks in my mind. But it's their journey. Okay, spiritually, they got a lot of growing to do. They might have to do this shit over and over and over again, yeah, until they get, you know, to a high state of consciousness. Some people are there, can just taste it, and then a knee-jerk response of fuck no, yeah, I'll go back to that real world and eating that steak back in the Matrix, when in reality all is mind and there's no exterior world really. So we're going to talk about various subjects. We're going to talk about all the intuitives that got it put into one school, one schoolrooms to be brainwashed, showing dinosaurs, heliocentrism, globes, all of that caper, and a fake historical narrative, kings, queens, sword fencing, stabby, stabby, all of that bullshit. And pictures for trees, pictures for cats, take them away from their abilities. Now, for me, it was torture because I can't even travel really well on public transport because, you know, I can hear everybody's heads, you know, what everyone's thinking. They give a lot away with their body language and their eyes, but some people are just so icky and just don't like to be in their vicinity in any way, you know. So any of that shit seeps out over to me. But I've got like a golden orb of protection, so it doesn't really happen. But I recognize it. So in school, I was the same. I was like, your teachers are all fucking assholes. One or two of you are all right, but overall, you're all in this thing together. You can fuck off. And then I'm having you. So I got all the school to go on strike and march the city hall. It's brilliant. Caused a revolution in my school. Proud days. So ended up in the newspaper. Got a picture. Prove it. So anyway. So in the times of Tartaria, I think that like people were just really intuitive. I think they were far more psychic and intuitive. And I think that they probably just put them in asylums and sanatoriums because they were psychic and they were awake. And these, if you talk about psychic abilities and awake abilities, the normies are the ones that really know. Yeah. You can't talk about that shit. Shut the fuck up. Of course you can't levitate stuff. Of course you can't do this. Of course you can't do that in the nut house, in the mental asylum. And that's why there were so many of them, because so many people were still so psychic. And I'm telling you what, I think until really late in the calendar, I think people were still flying too. There's evidence that giants, you know, coexisting with us really recent, like as little as 250 years ago in the historical records. Whether it's bullshit AI and it's just arrived in recent years, or whether this is a reality, I don't know. But what I am telling you is the evidence that they give us tells us this. Okay. Now, the evidence concerning witchery seems about as trustworthy as what the Spanish Inquisition done and the Vatican. Now, I dare say that there are weird fucks out there that do black arts and stuff like that for whatever aims, maybe materialistic gain, whatever. I guess they are out there. Yeah, probably, definitely. Yeah. Well, they can fuck off, okay? Because we're going to be changing this round into a beautiful place where we all light up. We're just going to find that fine tuning inside, the inner tuning to be able to ping light up. Okay, so magic words. Now, have they any impact? Well, they use them all the time in Disney films, don't they? So, like abracadabra, I've just changed you all into a frog. Change you back. See, very quickly, I changed you into a frog and back again. You didn't even notice. That's how strong my magic is. I know. Abracadabra, I want to reach out and grab ya. In the immortal words of Steve Miller Band. Or is it the Steve Miller Band? I never know these days. So maybe I should record this. So, yeah. Alakazam. Alakazam, Shito and Stan. You know, just make them up. You can make them up. Yeah, but I think Alakazam's a good one. Open sesame seed bun. Does that do anything? Probably not. What about Shazam? Shazam. Say it 3 times. Shazam. Say it 3 times in the mirror, upside down. No, don't do that. It's probably not advisable. I was wondering before somebody said in my comments, before language and pictures to tell you what things were when it takes away psychic abilities, were we even visible in the mirror? I thought, oh, well, like, will we like red mercury? Vampires, they don't reflect in the mirror either, but it's a double reflection because the light has to hit it and then it has to reflect back, doesn't it? So maybe something happens in the interim period, the membrane in between. Anyway, so we're going to talk about that and we're going to have a laugh about it all. Later on, we're going to look at a cool Dutch museum that I found and some images that they done in engravings in the late 1800s, where they're showing like just colossal giants and stuff, you know, harking back to the time when giants were around. and some other giant pics as well. I got some really groovy pics, mind blowers this week, and I'll share them all in the descriptions box below this video. Okay, guys, come in the chat and give you all shoutages. See Maximus. Nobody timing fucking out. No, I don't want any moderators timing anyone out unless they go all like unpleasant or negative in any context. Okay, so we got a meetup coming 2 weeks today. We're having a flat day in my local pub. Okay, we're going to do some food. We're going to have music. We're going to have a round table discussion. Loads of people are going to turn up, and that's on the 9th of December, 2 weeks' time. If you want a ticket to go, down below in the descriptions box or pinned in the chat feed there. Okay, we're doing that. We're going to have a good time. And I got some more photographs. I found some clues that I went through today, which we're going to look at, which are mind-blowing as well. I think you'll enjoy them. We got some new funny stuff later on. It's all new because everything I do is new. Awkward and inappropriate album covers. So, okay, you will only blush at first. But first we're thinking about ether popping witches. Now, I definitely think that, you know, the ether popping tech is clear. Okay, it's just it needs to be fine-tuned, and we need a better understanding because it's brand new. You know, this breaking pattern, fixing your intent with iron conviction, and knowing, you know, by preparing for the occasion that you just, you know, imagined earlier to be a thing, and get there, and it will be there waiting for you. And like the Twilight Zone, all magical little helpers will show up out of fucking nowhere to make just the weirdest thing. But you only manage this if you get into a flow state. Then the magic happens. In a rut, doing fuck all, not making plans, not challenging yourself, all of these things, it's just not going to be any fiber, any quality to it all. Yeah, you've got to make things happen. You've got to break pattern. You've got to make plans. You've got to do stuff. Challenge yourself. Yeah, and if you're not in a physical state to challenge yourself, well, there's your challenge. Get well. There's always a challenge. For some reason, they stuck us. Maybe we volunteered for hard mode. I got a feeling we did, you know, because I can imagine not many people out there have had it easy in this place. We've all had fuckery, haven't we, with our, you know, whatever social, economic, whatever circumstances, ethnic. We've had it all, haven't we? It's all bullshit on toast. We don't even give a fucking club fuck it about it all, do we? Yeah, because there's only one of us here, isn't there? Yeah, we're all one big load of friends. We're groovy, and we don't take life too seriously. We can, okay? We can examine things with an intellectual, clear mind, but not in a negative context. Is like, you know, you're not going to fucking die, because that sucks, doesn't it? Especially when you're dead already, and that'd be lying. See what I mean? Okay, so India is in the house. India Wilson. Hiya, India. Thanks for the do. I got a buffet now. We're going to do a buffet. So everyone can have a munch because, you know, there's a bar there, and, you know, food will be nice. Food will be good. Eddie, good to see you. And Leslie. Shiva My Timbers. I love that name, Shiva Shampoo. That was legendary. Droopy, Pavlov sheep. Welsh national dress is a wish costume. It is indeed. And it looks exactly like the witch on the Wizard of Oz. We'll have a look at some of the clues with the Wizard of Oz because they're piled in there. Much love, Miles. Good to see you, Miles Phillips. And Valerie. We love you, Valerie. Hope everything's well in Valerie Park's world. Good to see you, darling. Scott. And we got Julia. Mia, Julia, down by the schoolyard. I don't know what that song's about by Sam McGaff. I think I'm not sure. Brian, good to see you, my brother. We love you too. Bob Sykes. Kung Fu. That was a masterclass education. Okay, we're not quite there yet, brother. Let's go. What I find is that a lot of our belief systems and what they've told us is actually not true at all. So I don't try to claim one thing or another. I'll just say something. I'll offer what evidence I found. You can pick it up in the description as well. Take it or leave it. Just take it and have a read. It's all going to be really interesting and mind-blowing as well. So, but I really do think that magic was more prevalent in the Victorian era, I think that people were doing magic, like miracles, all of the time. And what I find with the past, especially we were watching, myself and Sean were watching some old Twilight Zones, is that people in the 1950s or early 60s were much more emotional than they are now. They were like sentimental subjects, but they were cleverly thought out, structured with a message, a spiritual message, and then people were on that level back then, and they had that intellect. You know, even the young people in these programs were really, really smart. Roll back to today, yeah. All they know how to do is fucking quick thumb action on their phone. God help me, internet goes down, they'll be totally fucked. And non-helpful things. We used to have skills when we were young, you know. We woodwork, needlework. I took needlework. I know to knit. I know to fucking sew. I can sew anything. I'm really good at it too. Cooking. I'm a fucking good cook. I can do all sorts of things. Today, they can't do shit. They can't do anything. They can't tie their own fucking shoelaces, because that's why they don't have shoelaces anymore, because they couldn't do them out. So, not to be too judgmental, it's not their fault, but it's the, you know, the dumbing down of a generation. The handwriting of the people of the Victorian era, their creativity was just unbelievable. It's just like unbelievable intellect. Some of the, you know, the writers of the 1800s, just mind-blowing, especially the futurists, H.G. Wells, etc. So yeah, so I think that the intuitives have always been there. Some of them have probably been put into the establishment as authors, people like Aldous Huxley. He was for sure a witch. There's a few of them that are powerful, and their energy will be used, some of them, in Hollywood and in the mainstream, some of them on telly, because of their magical abilities. Like I said, some people in your intuitives, empaths, and have magical abilities. That's the end of it. So, magic is technology, John Neo. Indeed it is. John Neo, it is. All of it is technology, because all of it is technology. But yeah, magic is just advanced technology, which is why the word magnet appears in it, because everything is torus fields, and when you get down to it, magnets. In fact, to be more specific, ones and zeros, on and off switches, just like a computer. They'll even tell us that in the bullshit quantum mechanics narrative. So Shiva, Aldous Huxley, I've been looking into a few of his videos this week. He took LSD on his deathbed, and with his girlfriend, his wife, he dropped acid on his deathbed. Should you know? Huxley and Wells were connected to elite families. No shit, yeah, they were, and their whole narrative, they just knew too much. They knew, you know, the 1984 Brave New Worlds. They both got drugs in them, you know, Soma, and they both got the, you know, the whatever it is, fascism, fucking dystopic thing going on. But they knew far too much, and both of them worked with the media. Blair, who's excuse me, Blair, the excuse me, Big Brother author. He was a policeman, and he was also military correspondent, propaganda minister for the BBC during the war. So yeah, of course he's going to do stuff like psyops. So let's have a look. Zozzy, good to see you, bro. Good to see you there. Warren G. I'm burning a tasty smoked magic wand here now. Oh, I like that. That's really good. But you can do, you know, see the future through smoke, apparently, or steam. So, Eric Blair, thank you. Oh, well, yeah, fucking brain fart. Also, yes, he was born in India, actually. Actually, you find he was born in Burma, because I read Burmese Days. He was basically a police officer in Rangoon in his youth, and some of the things that he went through with gangsterism and all of that. Yeah. Read that, Burmese Days. What a fucking mind-blowing book that was. The only complaint I got about Burmese Days is the print was too small. But anyway, find that with a lot of masterpieces. Pavlov Sheep, do you remember Fenella, the witch from Charlton and the Wheelies? Yeah, of course I do. I love Charlton and the Wheelies. It's fucking epic. But apparently, Now, I love Bewitched, right? Samantha on Bewitched is the most beautiful woman in the world. And they replaced Aaron, didn't they? Replaced him with a skinny face guy. It didn't work. I didn't like him when they did that. And Agnes Moorehead, you know, the actor who played the auntie who couldn't do magic tricks to save her life. Now, apparently, do you know Samantha, when she does magic, she wiggles her nose and there's a sound to go with it. Diddly-lily. Apparently, it doesn't happen anymore in reality. Apparently, I'm not sure about that, though. Maybe I should check before I say it, because I haven't actually checked if she's wiggling her nose. She better wiggle her fucking nose or something is deeply up. Joe Mama, what's happening, my brother? Much love to you, Joe Mama. Saying hi to Max. And Kay is in the house. Good to see you, Kay, darling. And we have Squizzles here somewhere. Warren Jackson. Oh, we just shared that one. Excuse me a minute. Let's get him into the chat feed, see what we want. We got Gary in the house. I don't even know what country you're in these days, Gary. It's hard to keep track with you. Dale, good to see you, Dale Little. Stone Soup, good to see you as well. We're all rebuffing. I don't know what that means. As long as I'm not buffing, that's all I care about. Anyway, TW, good to see you. Good to see you. I would not eat buffet. Oh, buffet. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get you all fucking salmonella, bro. Fuck no. I'm a top cook, bro. And I'm not unhygienic like the fucking Chinese. I'm hygienic, yeah? You won't have any germs if they existed on your food, okay? And if I got to go to the toilet, I'll wipe my hands. I'll wash my hands. Benjamin, good to see you. So yeah, he was incredibly interesting. He had a really interesting brother as well, Huxley, didn't he? He was also on internet. But yeah, it's that fucking Crowley crew, isn't it? Crowley and California again. Yeah, well, Crowley again, he was another BBC insider, wasn't he? And you know, to do with propaganda and ministry and all of that. And also, they said he was the evilest man that ever lived and all of that. But you know, what the fuck do we really know outside of official narratives? They were happy enough to have him in the establishment and tell us all about him, weren't they? And his weird behavioural patterns, which are unsubstantiated because you've got to have evidence in this place. I haven't seen any except what the internet tells you. Kathleen, you know, this do what thou wilt scenario. I don't think that's good advice, actually, guys, thinking about it, you know, because, you know, there's a lot of fuckheads in this place. And if they go around doing what they fucking want, it's going to be all cheap as shit, isn't it? But if you do that in like the narrative of or the life of love, yeah, then it'd be all different. So, but he did mention love. Believe that, right? Cloud. Saxon, the Saxon. I loved the reggae sound Saxon back in the day. Also the heavy metal band. They were quite good, Saxon. So I remember Saxon and UFE. Yeah, that's to soak up the alcohol. So I'm passing up. I'm dangerous. Alcohol overdoses. Little Wingage. 6 was 9. I love 6 was 9. We used to have apothecaries too. Yeah, we did. Apothecaries are like people who make mushrooms, and that's what they're all doing, aren't they? You know. So let's dig what they all get up to. So they may get naked in the woods. Oh well, that is really, really bad, isn't it? Getting naked, but naked in the woods. Oh, very fucking dirty. So that naked in the woods doesn't necessarily equate to satanic orgy. Yeah, not really. So you can go in the woods naked. And they dance around in a circle, just like fairies do. And it's also sirens because they're water witches, aren't they? And they do a Taurus, and then they create magic. And then, yeah, they probably end up copulating. I don't know how this shit goes down. I'm no expert, guys. Anyway, Shiva. We're going to have a laugh later on. It's going to be brilliant. You excited? Wasn't alcohol called occult? Well, in this book, this witchcraft book, yeah, this occult book, which is really groovy actually, and they talk about two people get together and they smoke tobacco. Because tobacco has, you know, the real like that rabe, it's got like shamanic properties. The good tobacco is fucking wicked, and you could, you know, get the spiritual buzz on, don't you know? Jolly man, good to see you. Bit like, you know, in the film not Exorcist, Poltergeist, yeah. That creepy priest that was. Did you get it? So in the film Poltergeist, yeah, a father, he drinks a bottle of mescaline, yeah, so he can eat the peyote worm out the bottom, so he can trip, so he can get in that, you know, in between states, so he can basically pull her out of the television. She's going into the light, whatever. So do you see what I mean? Don't go in. And you got this insipid little dwarf lady. Where the fuck did they dig her up? The plane, Mass, the plane. No, I'm not being horrible to my people. She's probably very beautiful. Just look really strange and creepy. I can see Carrie Ann. She's going into the light. It's like, no, she ain't. I got a big fuck off rope on her ankle. I'm going to pull her through this sloppy stuff that comes up with the telly. So if you haven't seen the Poltergeist, you have now. My opinion is it was really good when it came out. Now it's shit. Jamie Vicious can't watch horror films anymore. Tired of pain. Nope. I'm all out of the violent film, horror film genre. It's bad for my brain and it has negative connotations. You know, I'm not going to be watching this new Saw anytime soon. Well, I might watch the new Saw, but other films I won't be watching anytime soon. Okay, so Annabella. I was going to say you don't smell her. You don't smell her. But I don't know you well enough to say that. Joy. But we're friends now. You're in my chat feed, aren't you, on Saturday night? We're spending Saturday tonight together, all of us, aren't we? Yeah, that's pretty intimate. We're close now, we're friends. Donna Marie, good to see you. And Cowboy, thank you for turning up early. Right, everybody, get ready. I'm going to share some stuff. We're going to have a look at some witches, okay? Some of them will be naked. It's going to be awesome. Because Merlin is Welsh, and he's a witch. He's basically Gandalf, the fucking great guys, yeah? Gandalf, yeah? He's a wizard. He's got a wizard fucking stick. He makes things happen. He bangs the ground and a big wave goes out of ether wave, and everything fucking changes. Yeah, he can affect the whole realm. Merlin can. And guess what? Merlin can't die. Guess what? Merlin's still about. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, and he's a trooper, and he's on side, yeah? Merlin's not with the one-eyed gang. Fuck no. Fuck no. Merlin's on our side, guys. We got it. We got Hope. It's the only one left in Pandora's box. We've got Merlin, the greatest magician of all magicians, probably Nostradamus. I think he's back in our camp. Yeah, maybe. I'm feeling that, so it might be true. We've got all of the mystics and prophets through time, yeah, on our side. Okay, let me make up some other ones as well. Jesus, there's a good one. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at some demons. Yeah, we were in town yesterday, and I walked past a religious person from the valleys of Wales, and he was telling people to believe in Jesus or else in the name of unconditional love. And he looked at me and he goes, "And there are demons that walk in this place." I was like, "Fucking hell," you know. I know I don't look like one of the collective, but I'm not that. Okay, fuck me. How can they always go weird? Yeah. Thank you, Jay Shot. It is a good point. Yeah, it is a good point. Which one? How do you? What about Gandalf? I just said natural selection. Gandalf the Grey, and the other Gandalf. Yeah, he's a wizard. Yeah. Now, warlocks. Yeah, warlocks. They're like boss witch. Boss witch. They're a male witch. So what does boss witch get? He gets stuff, apparently. Gets stuff. Punani. Plenty of punani. Because he's boss witch. Magic fucking wand. How many kings and queens have you seen with an orb? Yeah. Check future. And scepter, which is essentially a magic wand. Yeah. Though I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I will carry my rod and my staff beside me. All right, the staff's for walking. What's the rod for then? Oh, I can't say. No, it's a zapping fucking stick, isn't it? It's a fascia's rod. Yeah? What's magical? You see that? Fuck yeah, they tell you in the Bible. So. Small. Oh, hi, Sal. Love you, brother. You're fucking awesome. You're awesome. Awesome, Sal. Mind the gap. They don't do that anymore. They have boards that come out of the sides of the trains so you don't fall down the cap and get all mangled up on the train wheels. Not that that happens. Isn't this the Welsh wizard? No. Warlocks are like Welsh wizards, aren't they? So who would be a warlock? The one that acted in the film that his name begins with T, second name begins with C, and he's in a strange cult, and he starred in the film War of the Worlds. You know the one? Don't say it. Yeah, I think it might be. Anyway, so Hollywood gets hold of all of them as well. But wizards, they're wicked. They're fucking wicked. They do wicked stuff like Gandalf. Fucking, there's a great badness that's taken over darkness, right? Like an evil lord, yeah? And he's got his eye on your beautiful girlfriend, an evil lord has, yeah? He's like, she is the fairest maiden in the land, I must have her. But she got a bloke, and it's me. Do you get that? So he's like an evil, basically, witchcrafter, and he does evil spells and stuff to try and get you. But being as all his belief, anyway, and the mind is an incredibly powerful thing, yeah, I will always be more powerful than that mindfuck, yeah. So basically what happens is I win the day, obviously, like I do, like let's just say it's a retake of Rapunzel or Rumpelstiltskin, something along those lines, and I climb up a load of hair, a rescue, there's a flood, there's machine gunnings, a public hanging, that was nothing to do with me, and I won the maiden, okay, and we made 15 lovely little brown babies together, okay? Although it was really weird because she was blonde with blue eyes, but that's how it worked out. Good fantasy? Well, it's never going to happen. So, let's share some pictures. Brano. Oh, hi, Andrea. Yeah. I just want to say at this juncture, okay, that sanity, okay, is a subjective thing. So, although it might seem strange to you, to me it seems perfectly normal. Like normal. So there you go. So don't worry about it. Whoa, if he demanded you got... Listen. This is me dispelling the spells. Yeah? This is me, yeah, standing up to it. Saying, hey, Nonny, no, we are not bad witches. We are good witches. Okay? That's what we're saying. Okay? We make potions that make us well so that we feel good. How can good be bad? I don't want to be ill. I want to be happy, because depression brings illness. I want to be happy and live my life in a happy, caring, loving nature. Isn't that fucking fantastic? Yes. And it's also like magic, because everything is so like, you know, coming at you with icky stuff all the time. You always got something trying to throw dog shit at your windows. But because you have like your wings are like a shielded steel, like a bat thing, yeah, or you got a globe, or not, that's probably an orb would be a better word, of golden protection around you from the oversoul, the most high, whatever you want to call it, yeah, the oversoul, the funky number one that got your back, okay, because you've never been alone. Okay, yeah, so yeah, we do icky thump. Yeah, we do awesome to keep our higher vibration. Did you notice how we just went through all of that weirdness of Armageddon that went on, the reset, all that's still ongoing, yeah, and we just stayed like, fuck it, true. We had a fucking laugh. We had a riot. We had a laugh, didn't we? Yeah. Onward with that. Right, let's have a look at this book, right? It's really, really good. I'm going to share all the links that I show you. Some of these pictures are mind-splintering. You're going to love them. And you've never seen anything like them before, because I doubt you would. There is a creator. There is. But let's define what it is. Is the creator an encoder? Because this place is encoded, isn't it? You know, the geometric, fractal nature, get down to it, mathematics, Fibonacci, phi, all of that. It's just, you know, 369. All of it just shows you what this place is. So I'm thinking along the lines of that it's mathematically encoded and everything is looped and repeated. So there's a loop of math as well for the repeating nature of reset nature of history. So I'm thinking along the lines of... Yeah, not religion. No, don't be me. Well, I don't think like a spotty teenager who's wearing the, the user, and we're like, because we're in Truman Show and the, we're in Tron, AI, etc. I like to think it's something more excellent and fantastic than that. Okay. More magical. Machiavelli, good to see you. Meep. Okay, we're going to get into some juice now. The Most High is beyond human imagination. Well, this is it, isn't it? We always see the back of the tapestry, don't we? We don't see the front. So we're not really, I don't think like if we knew, God's ineffable plan, our Bryans would explode, wouldn't they? Because it's all too much, isn't it? There's more going on. There's a reason, right, that they're faking fucking space. There's a reason why the North Pole is a big mystery, and there's a reason why Antarctica is a big fucking mystery, and all of it's bullshit. Because we can't get to the end limits of this place where we're in. They got them locked down, so you will never see what's going on, guys. Is it more land? I like to think it's all about more land, but could it be something else? Whatever it is, it's big and it's fantastic, and they don't want you to see it. It's in the north and it's in the south. Anyway, witches. Now, witches are sexy and they got healing stuff to make you feel good. Okay, so that shrooms, they got medicine, they got like ointments, or what they call salves, that they rub on you to make you feel really good and stuff. What else have witches got? Well, they're just generally horny, aren't they? It's awesome. Witches are good. Okay, unless they're bad witches. Boo! Good witches. Yay! Except the good witch in The Wizard of Oz. She seems a bit pretentious. But we'll get to that. You can make your own mind up about that. Okay. So let's share some pictures. Brooms, yeah, broomsticks. No, they could have been vibrating broomsticks. I don't know what exactly going on, but they put them between their legs and they're females. And look what they look like. I'm just saying that might have been invented a little bit later for Hollywood. Okay, I'm not sure if they've always been. I think they were doing magic carpets. Yeah, you can easily get a magic carpet once you've got psychic abilities. See that? I got a carpet on my wall by there, right? I used to lay on my floor thinking I was flying around in my imagination all the time. Grab the corners. Thought, man, I was going over mountain ranges. All in there, guys. All in there. I had a very vivid imagination as a child, though. Okay, let's burning witches. Really unsavory. Okay, especially this whole narrative for like killing young ladies, and it all seems to be a bit, isn't it? And it's all like you don't have female witch hunters, do you? They're like smelly old puritanical men, aren't they, with wet lips and the like. Okay, so tell you about the wet lips, but truth be known, guys. The truth be known. Okay, let's move on. There I am, and there's a book here. Now, get on full screen. So this is a groovy book. I got to I headed it off to chapter 2. Excuse me, let me get my telephone. I've got no way of checking everything because I read. So note the checkerboard floor. So yeah, I was reading about this this container, The Witchcraft of Elizabeth Styles, Harry Styles, his great grandmother, probably, maybe, of Bayford widow. And basically, she sold a soul to Satan and a lot more other stuff as well. Let me just show you. It's very confusing, but Elizabeth Styles, her confession, because she confessed, yeah, in the name of unconditional love, of her witchcraft on January the 26th and 30th of 1664, before Robert Hunt, rhymes with Hunt, Esquire. She then confessed that the devil, about 10 years hence, appeared to her in the shape of a handsome man, and the after of a black dog, so half dog, half man. So it's like a dog head, but in reverse. Then he promised her money and that she should live gallantly and have the pleasures of the world for 12 years. 12 years good stuff. Fuck me, in them days, I bet that was really good stuff. Anyway, if she would, with her blood, sign his paper, which was to give her soul to him and observe his laws. Ooh. And that they might suck her blood. This, after 4 solicitations, the examinant promised him to do. Okay, you can suck my blood, dude, just give me the shit. Upon which he pricked the forefinger of her right hand between the middle and upper joint. This is really specific, where the sign at the examination remained. And with a drop or 2 of her blood, she signed the paper with an O. Upon this, the devil gave her 6pence. Fucking 6pence, she said, and vanished with the paper. No, she never said that. But anyway, this is where, like the old, you're going to have to cash in your chips now, darling. Yeah, it's never cut and dry. Read the fucking small print. There's always between the lines. The devil's in the details. That hence he hath appeared to her in the shape of a man, and did flow from Wednesday 7 night past, but more usually, so he turns up as a bloke, more usually he appears in the lifeless of a dog, or a cat, or a fly, like a miller. I don't know what that is. In which last, and usually fucks in the poll about 4 o'clock in the morning. And then did on the January 27th of that, did usually is pain to her to be so fucked. So that is sucked because he's nicking her blood. But it also work in the narrative of fucked because it's the devil. Dong, 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 dong. That when you have the desire to do harm, she calls the spirit by the name of Robin. Yeah, Robin. Fuck me, Robin. That's weird. To whom, when he appeareth, he used the words, "O Sabah, give me my purpose." She then tells him what to have done and should appear to her anyway, this contract. So that goes on of all the gnarly shit that he wanted to do, probably, like the pain to her to be so fucked, but that sucked. But let's get to the beginning. Now, this is a completely illustrated book with wood carvings, which are really funky, and it's a really old book. So let me just remove that. So the history of wizards and witches, given a true account of their trials in England, Scotland, Switzerland, France, and New England, with their confessions and condemnation. So all of these were guilty as fucking sin, guys. We know they were guilty. Okay, they fucking did it. Okay, do you know what they did? They got fit, and they never went to the chemist. Okay, so let's have a little look here. It's a nice inside book. Don't worry, it's not made in human skin or anything, as far as I know, anyway. Oh, a P and a W. I wonder what that designates. Right. Okay, let's have a look at the cover. So there you are. Now, what it seems is there's a guy who looks like a bit of a tart. He looks a bit of a Solomon, and he is reading some sort of magic words from a book, and he's brought in all demons and devils. But they might be just like, because he's dropped acid, and they're just like fucking part of his hallucinatory trip. So the history of witches and wizards. This is giving a true account of their trials. Okay, so that's apparently true. So all this happened in 1720, but some of the cases are from the days of witchery and all of that back in the 1600s. But yeah, it's an awesome book. It's about conjurers, people who conjure magic. It's a small treatise, cannot be there unseasonable in this age to inform you that there are really magicians, conjurers, and witches who have commerce and familiarity with evil spirits. And so clear the playing both for holy scriptures, councils, canon, and civil laws. Bullshit, so bringing in the religion thing. But it goes on to say, fucking hell, just unbelievable stuff, actually. The true accounts and trials. Julian Cox, age 70. He's got accused of witchcraft. What did he do? Well, they hunted him with dogs. I've got the images there. And they captured him. That was a him. So they did burn wizards as well. But here, this is really funky. Secondly, another witness saw that he passed by Cox's door, and she's Cox's. She was taking a pipe of tobacco upon the threshold of a door and invited him to come in to take a fucking pipe. So let's be clear about this. This is true witchcraft, guys. She was having a pipe by her front door, and this man walked past, and she invited him in for a smoke. Bloody witch. Burn her at the stake. Bloody smokers. So yeah, that's definitely witchcraft there. Smoking tobacco. Let's hope you don't smoke tobacco. You don't want to be falsely accused of being a witch now, do you? Yeah? You know what they do to witches, don't you? Yeah. So, what is witnessed as well is Mr. Cox, right? Or Julian Cox, which I found is a woman's name anyway. Depends if it's Julian Lennon or not. And so, fourthly, another witness swore on an affidavit that she saw Julian Cox fly into a chamber window. So, apparently, old witch Julia Cox, she could fly about a bit and use the evidence. And they say that it's true. Okay. So, was this the purpose that she had been so often tempted by the devil to be a witch, but had never consented? But fuck me. That one evening, she walked about a mile on her own down the house, and then she met persons, broomsticks and shit, and then the devil went riding with her in the sky, and then and she's in the devil gang now. Wow. And she was flying before she met the devil, though, just to put that things into perspective. So what we got here is they came, they arrested, and then they tied her to a stake, and then they cremated her. Yeah. So this is what happens. Yeah, this is the devil when he turns up and he cut a finger and he made her do a blood contract, a bit like blood over an intent, only he gave her a sixpence. But I'm guessing he gave her more later when he come back later for the sucking. No, that's what it says, guys. Nothing to do with me. So this man in black was the godfather. There you are. Alice is included. Alice in Wonderland. So they're bringing him. Here, this is a wax effigy of somebody who I really can't fucking stand. And then basically, you know what happens with your wax effigies. That could be unpleasant. I can't imagine you giving wax effigies to the devil for anything good. Oh, no, you might be able to. Put like a really cool uniform of your action man on it and say, look, I want to have a really cool uniform like this and loads of guns, like my action man, and then poof, like that. So yeah, they do a circle dance just like fairies. So they create a torus. They dance around here, look. Yeah. Mudfic. Must have mudfic. Whatever the fuck that is. God, Middle English is so weird, isn't it? Especially the fuck and the suck bit being confused. But not really. So they're offering gifts here, look. There is no spoon. Anyway, so it's a lot of witchcraft and devilry, and apparently they're all guilty as sin, especially that one that was smoking a pipe. Fucking dare she. And there's loads of other cases as well for you to examine. I'm not going to go through any more of them, but let me just flick through to the pictures because some of them are pretty groovy. Let's have a look. Okay. So there you are. It's just like the Inquisition. Are you, the accused, a witch? No, Your Honor. See, she's a fucking lying bitch. You're guilty. Go burn her. No, first bring her to my chambers. I want to question her privately. Notice that she's a rather buxom lady. Yeah. I'm guessing that shit went down, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't invent history. It's gnarly, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at some more pictures. So, Black Cat, okay, they have their familiars, witches. They're easy to spot, aren't they? They always got animals and shit. Yeah. So there you are, a bit more selling your soul. I wonder how many musicians have actually sold their soul. They say that Bob Dylan sold his soul to the devil, didn't he? Or the commander, as he calls him. Yeah, I seen the devil once in the bath when I was a kid. Told me he was the master, but I could have been just tripping and there was a Doctor Who. Probably the case. I live in imagination. Although it could have been the devil just come and visit me and shit, saying, "Hi, man." It's like, yeah, but I didn't. I said, "Please, Jesus, make it go away." And it did. Anyway, so it's not only flying carpets and broomsticks. They fly these things here, which look like a technology, like a big needle, and they fly mountain goats as well. You just get them light enough, if you magic them like a bit of sprinkle of fairy dust, like they do in Peter Pan, yeah, the shit lifts light, it just lifts up. It's just fucking awesome. So, ooh, that's a good image. So they're dumping stuff into the water. That's definite witchcraft. What are they doing? Yeah. So there's a lot of body and soul talked about, but I can't be bothered reading anymore. Oh yeah, this is just like the Last Supper. So what's going on here is there's a lot of cats around the table with some demons. They're eating buttermilk and cheese, bread, oatmeal, and spread. Oh, this is evil. And broth. Oh, this is evil beyond belief. Unsurpassed. They're eating these substances. Fucking hell. Broth, cheese, buttermilk. You evil bastards. So, yeah, that doesn't seem to. They're not saying, like, livers and lungs, are they? It's not cheese and nice stuff. Anyway, so it's probably getting down with the psychedelics, isn't it? Let's be honest. They're probably having a mushroom brew. And then she's doing that hands thing, like they do in school. That slap your hand thing. Okay. On the mischief of evil, which witches promised to do to man and beasts. Okay. What are they going to do to men? Is it going to be good for the man? It's going to be bad for the man, because either way, I mean, all right, just saying. So yeah, you can have a demon help you build stuff like an electric guitar, which you can be a famous rock star. Help me build it. Help me build this trumpet and be the greatest trumpet player in history. Help me be the best guitar player in history, just like Jimmy Page. Yeah. And he does it, but just coincidentally, the devil makes everyone in the world deaf. So, just to gaslight you, because they do that. So, there you are, witchcraft book for you to pick apart. We're looking into the occult today, and tongue-in-cheek look at the weird trials that went down for people that had extraordinary abilities in the past. Yeah. So let the Lord Jesus Christ sort this shit out, says on there. Okay, on the Masonic floor with some demonic types. So, anyway, I don't want to read too much of it. So, because it's a bit gnarly, but I'll share that in the descriptions box the moment this video finishes. So yeah, there's loads of related subjects. I have posted maybe 5 occult books in the past concerning witches, betwixt witches, and I can't remember the title of that book, but it was really interesting, called The Devil's in the Details. Now this book here, Book of Shadows, 248 images of Wiccan witchcraft, spells, pagan, whatever, but you can flick through. But this was not even made till the 1930s, but someone had some serious esoteric knowledge going down, that's for sure. So I'll give you the link because you can actually read it. It tells you things about getting healthy. It's like not what you think. It's like just like getting healthy. Wellness. Okay. Who could destroy my beautiful wickedness? Now, when I was a child, this lady here, she bugged me bad, man. I tell you, I had a really bad head with the witch off The Wizard of Oz. I can't remember her name, but she was a good actress, I guess. But she just smashed it in green. But you notice here with Dorothy, yeah, she's in the mist. She's in the crystal ball. I'm gonna get you, you fucking spoiled bastard! And Dorothy's like, oh, I can't wait till I grow up and get on drugs. Okay. Oh, have you seen this? Escape. We all want to do that, right? Split to the coast. Drink like a fish. Travel through time. Do yourself in, and don't forget to write National Lampoon. So that's what Hitler did. He ended up on Corona Beach. drinking a margarita, a cocktail. Okay, this shit went down. Don't even laugh. Look, he took his girlfriend with him, and she ended up on the National Lampoon cover in 1978, February. Spring fascists preview. Okay, so they were when they had skulls on their hats, do you think that they thought that they were the good side or the bad side? Yeah, I got a feeling that that's not sexy with a moustache, by the way. I got a feeling that they thought that they were the good side, because I got a feeling that they were both the bad side, really, weren't they? There were no sides, all bullshit. Seen this? Believe it. Believe it's a powerful thing. A world where everyone believes what you believe in exactly the same way. Sounds exciting. Okay, a life-size Victor Mature inflatable. So I'm guessing the question is what would you do with an inflatable Victor Mature? Now, you could obviously reenact the scene in Samson in your front room and going, pushing down them columns. Oh, I got strength. She cut my fucking hair off, but I'm still strong as a bastard. Or the more squashbuckling gay version of the Victor Mature. Or a Red Indian version of Victor Mature. They give you 3 inflatable versions of Victor Mature. So I don't know why you would need a life-size Victor Mature inflatable, but I'm guessing that would sell well in the modern day. So there she is. It just so happens, right, that they all got these really flimsy white blouses on, and like they always look like that. So they always look Welsh. Okay, they always got black hair. They always look Welsh, and they're always like hot. And then you get all of these. Oh, let's just pray for her. Let's just burn her so she don't say anything about what happened. Twins of Evil. That looks a good film. I have to catch that one. So what's going on here? Drag her off to burn her. Burn her. I caught her eating cereal. Cereal? She's not eating rocks. That fucking witch burner. Yeah. And she fucking floats too. Floats and a turd floated. Oh, she's a witch burner. Okay. So as we know, in the past, there's dragging her off. Proper order as well. Burn these fuckers. We found a witch. Maybe burn her. And then this is in basically Monty Python. And what happens is then they see if she's heavier than a bag of feathers, and if she is, then she's a witch. So unfortunately, okay. So this is witchcraft in the old days. Nah, I reckon there's loads of androids out there and clones. Right, this is what happens. Yeah, is they say, let's have a look how Martin is doing in YouTube. Okay, and then they go like that in the mirror or in the water reflection, and they can literally remote view your ass through a liquid medium. This is technology. We are the technology. The creator, if you want to call it that, the Most High, okay, our oversoul, our higher self, tells us, I've given you tools, inner technologies to use to tweak your mind, to be Alva, to do this stuff. Really? Yes. It's in the animal kingdom, in the plant kingdom. So she's a sexy witch, and she's saying, "Come to me, come to me," because that's what they say. And if you get like inventive, when you're being burnt as a witch, you could always do a quick pole dance before you go up in flames. But you would be protected anyway, because obviously you'll be magic, and you like just put up like, I can't get killed magic glow. I can't wait to get my hands on them slippers, which do look ruby. Maybe I should have checked before I said they were green. They actually look ruby and sands of time. She's like, oh my God, I'm glad I got this makeup on. My acne is terrible. And she's like, I'll get you, my pretty Anna, little fucking chipmut. Okay, I can't stand your dog. That's cruel. How could you say such a thing about a dog? Because he shit all over my carpet. Oh, okay then. Did you pick it up? No. Did you fuck? Stinks. It stinks. Okay, there she is. So apparently, oh, she's lovely. Look at her. She's like, okay, let's get into battle. Let's go and take on the good people. I'm really good. I'm just sad because no one wants to play with me because I'm ugly. Fly, my pretties, fly. No, did she say that? It says there, fly, my pretties. But apparently, it's been Mandela affected out and she ain't said that anymore. But she's dressed exactly like a Welsh woman, coincidentally. Here, monkey mind person who can't think for himself, just like the population of the world. Look, I can see what she's up to. All I got to do is concentrate and navigate through the matrix. There she is with her friends. I'm coming for you with psychedelic apple. Oh, Aether Pop. Now, this is what Aether Pop looks like, okay? And it delivers a good witch. Now, she does look lovely because of what it is. It's misleading, that big gown. It makes her look like she's obese, but she's not. It's the costume. And how does she come here? In a bubble. She Aether pops. The bubble pops. Aether pops. So I quite like her. So, sirens. Now, we're going to talk about sirens, and we'll look at this picture a little bit closely. We're going to take our time about it. So, what it is, right, they make a sound like, oh, or whatever, a siren sound, not like, ooh, more like musical, like heavenly, yeah? Like, oh, what is that beautiful sound? And go into it. A bit like that, pretty better. And then, basically, you smash on the rocks. They come along, yeah, and they nick all your shit. But the good news is, if you live long enough, they come and do it naked. And then they go back to their cave and they touch all the stuff that they've had. What is all this shit? They don't know what it is. They've never seen stuff because they're literally in caves naked all of the time, guys. And they're witches. Yeah? What they do in their spare time? They ring dance. Just like all peoples all over the world. They join hands and they dance around, just like the fairies, and they create a fairy ring. Okay, there they are again, butt naked. See, that's okay. Although Pan is playing in the pipes there, but this is probably Pan's people. So, flying technologies. Here they are. It's old Edwardian photograph showing you people sort of floating away on material, just like capes. Capes that help you fly, just like this red cape here. She's got bat wings, and she doesn't even have to bother, man. She's just floating around, no problemo. Off the score, isn't it? I'm going to float over there to the city. Ah, it's lovely. There she is. She's a Phoenician. I think we should paint it by Klimt, by the look of her. But she's got them Phoenician ear things on. I know it looks like she's in sexual ecstasy, but I think what really going on is she just cast a spell, okay? And she's like, oh, fuck for that. I'm going to get her a curry. It's going to be I just Aether popped a curry. I've been starving, which is the sort of stuff you need to Aether pop. Nothing, obviously bad. Good stuff like a delivered food. Something to eat. Stuff like that. So here they are. This is my thumbnail. It is a bit obscure and abstract, but which is why I like it. But it looks like witches dancing on fire. So there she is. She hasn't got. She got the light because she's lit up and she's ginger. So not that means anything. But what you find is this black veil. I think is what causes the lift. This black material. You get the same as superheroes. Batman. Got a cape. Superman got a cape. So, this is not to do with witchery, or it could be, but this is what you do according to the narrative is some guy, yeah, some dark lord, like I explained earlier, he steals your pretty bird, yeah, she's beautiful, yeah, and he ties her to a tree, and you also he's going to do stuff to her. Don't be upset, because I'm the hero in this story, and I came in, yeah, I fucked him up, stuck a sword through his bollocks, shot him in the dick, and I saved the bird, okay, took her home, and then we had a curry, and we watched Twilight Zones till we went to bed. It was awesome. Okay, you should have been there. Anyway, so here's more witches. This is sort of degrading, maybe, because you can see a little bit of Lady Garden there, but you wouldn't be saying it was degrading if it was the other way around. So here's the dance of death, the totem dance, okay? Ah, let's dance with skeletons. Everybody's going to die. Everybody is dead. Okay, here we are again. Let's dance on the fire. Woo-hoo. That's satanic looking, isn't it? I don't know if that's evil. I don't think it is, though. Can't see any solid residuals. They're probably just making all that. And being as all is mind anyway, and I'm just dispelling it all by showing you that all is mind and all is bullshit. You believe what you want because mind is a powerful thing. Then you haven't got to worry about all this, including like possessions. Yeah, do you know what that is? That's a big wank. Okay. It's probably just your psyche's not your friend. It's probably you're not possessed. So in this picture, this is mind blowing. Let me just show you what the narrative is. We're off of the subject of witches, but not really, because there's demons and witches and stuff in here. So this is a painting. Let me just something to do with Saint Antoinette. Let me just translate that for you. The Temptation of Saint Anthony. Okay, what's he been up to in 1492, or between there by an engraver, Jacques Collard. So let's have a look, because this is a very detailed picture, really mind-blowing. Lots of gnarly shit going on, but what it does show you is there's an army, right, that turns up out of the underground, the underworld. Let me show you. Let me show you. There she is. She's like a skeleton bird face. And there's an entire load of them. And they all come out from the underworld with big elephants. We'll look at our big creatures, like vapor canopy creatures. You see them on here, like really big creatures. And then these strange things, like these things with big ears, this thing here. So all this one with glasses on and a thing here, and this thing with feathers sticking out of his ass. This turtle man here looks like the original Ninja Turtle. Wonder which one it is. Probably Raphael. Okay, look at this guy here. It's like a Bruegel, isn't it? But it's not. It's, or a Hieronymus Bosch type of thing, but it's not. Look, giant glasses. Even that early, people were wearing glasses. What type of glasses they were? And this guy's playing the flute out of his ass. Should we have a go? See if it works. Let's not. Okay. Bump squeak. So what is this? The guy is flying a bird here with gunshot. Well, gunshot early too. And these are also, this pirate guy here. This is all like LSD's trip or something. Mushroom trip. They're all coming from the underworld on large vapor canopy type critters. Now, at first, talking about vapor canopy, I thought this critter at the top was a phoenix. Okay, but what you find is it is got dragon-y attributations, but it's possibly a dragon, but it's also possibly a phoenix, it's hard to say. But he's fire breathing. And he's like literally airdropping a shit ton of demons. So let's have a look what kind of things they get up to. They're not all spoil sports. Yeah, they are. They're all fucking horrible. But what we find is things are coming out of the underworld. There's a lot of the old world here, all blown up and grown over. They got guns, these demons. So demons use rifles. Just bear that in mind. They haven't got super abilities. They use guns. Okay? So you can basically... demons are stupid, guys. If you ever get like any problems with demons, yeah, just hold up 2 lollipop sticks. You don't even have to do a fucking cross. They're like, oh, he's holding something up. I don't know what it is. It's probably dangerous. And then they just shrivel up and fuck off back to wherever they buffeted from. So I won't worry about all that, guys. Okay. So this is a curious little knight. He's like a robot knight out of that film. Blade Runner. You know that guy builds robots? That's like the little robot in Blade Runner. The little Nazi one that bumps into the wall is funny. Daryl Hannah's a fella. Anyway, I'm not sure. He's playing the lute. Well, I wonder what the music sounds like. And they're getting pissed. Look at this traveller. Wow, where's he come from? And look at this one, yeah. So, yeah, I'll give you this picture in the links below my live feed. And you can go through your own pace. So we got another ring dance going on here, and what look like it's a Phoenician type of arrival with strange beasts and the carcass of a large animal with people inside it or demons inside it. Rowed by a Phoenician. Isn't that incredible? A Phoenician with a mirror on a Phoenician float, but it's made in a way of a skeleton. But still the Phoenician with a mirror. Intriguing. This one here, this demon, he's shitting on his head. Look, he's pulling up his tail, and it's like a handle for letting shit go. So sorry if you're eating. The frogman's going to get shit in the mouth. Well, this is the nature of a demon apocalypse. Let's have a look. So some are going to escape on the river, or maybe not. You've got this army of little people coming down, playing music. You know, apart from the being shit on from a great hive, these could be having a good time. So what's happening in the background here is we've got some sort of kiln going on with like a happy hat affair, which obviously is a lid, but doesn't it look like a dragon's tail? Or is no? That's sucking people up into there. They got a sucker. So I wonder what frame of reference for drawing a thing that sucks people up, like in War of the Worlds. Very War of the Worlds, in fact. So there's loads of carnage going on over there. There's a big guy there. And then more going on in the underworld here. There's a big cave entrance to the underworld again. And like a Phoenician whale thing going on, which is a boat again. They're sailing it. All right, let's have a look at that other cave entrance. Sorry, I just scrolled out. There's something in there shining. What is that? So he's taking a dump on a book. So I'm guessing that might be sacrilege. So there's a shiny thing here. Don't know what's going on there. But yeah, entirely intriguing, wholly intriguing picture. There's somebody with a head there on an arm. Very Hieronymus Bosch. This guy got 2 bums. Okay. Double bum. Got four cheeks. Oh, loads of weird stuff going on in that picture. Anyway, so temptation of Saint Anthony. Fucking hell, that's a bit gnarly, isn't it? There's a picture here of Saint Anthony. More apparently he's suffered some sort of demonic intervention. And here's some more pictures from that era of him. What happened? There he is. Okay, they're combing his hair for him. They're looking after him. Oh, look, she got pair. It's not all bad. Okay, they hurting him. They're just tugging a bit. They're playing. So yeah, I think he's tormented. He's been tormented by demons, isn't he? But you know, this is what happens when you go on that path. So there's an interesting bit. The aggression of St. Anthony. So fucking hell, no shit. Anyway, this is an incredible picture. So I don't know how many people are there. Thank you all for popping by. I'm live on the Celtic Tartarian channel. I'm live on Martin Liedtke channel, and I'm also live on my Facebook as well. So hi guys on Facebook, hi guys on all them channels. Please make sure to share this video if you would. Share and all of those groovy things what people do concerning YouTube for YouTubers. Right then, let's check this picture out. Now what we got here is drawing of pomp and magnificence of the carousel made in the Place Royale in Paris in 1612. So what sort of things were they doing in 1612? Well, let's have a look at this thing. Maggie Rapp, excuse me. Okay. Maggie Rapp. Let's get a full screen. Oh, that is a full screen, is it? Excuse me. Let me just get this sort of full screen going. Okay. So what you find is there's like, this is like 1600, right, guys? And we'll just look at the outside of this building for a minute. It is phenomenal, but it looks to be mud flooded even then. See these half buried windows? So a nice big, 4-story building. Buttresses, because it's high. And towers. Got peacocks, which I think is a Phoenician hybrid bird, because they make no sense. Now what you get is like a stadium with a shit ton of people in there. And what are they watching is the parade inside of this unbelievable thing. I'm guessing the elites are there and in the in these bits here. So what we find is it seems that they got Tartarian giants, because these fellas here look like Tartars because they got them sort of hats on, but they're a fuck ton bigger than everyone else. You see a lot of them guarding as well. So let me just mag back out. You've got dragons, all sorts on here. So it's a parade. So you can see 2 guards here, and not robots. So to me, these are actual giants. And then the Phoenician floats, these ones with minstrels and players being led by reindeer, and then ships on floats as well, because this is a very Phoenician thing. The water features and the Phoenician floats again, just like what we've seen in the last picture made of skeletons. You know, these floats, the back of side coaches will turn up. Okay, so let me just mag in again, because I just ushered out. So you've got this strange Antiquitech castle bit in the middle. Yeah, we've got giants, and there's dragons on here too. There's a dragon here on there, and INII. I don't know what that is. Is that Henry? And then there's a load of knights and stuff ready to do their show, probably with electric swords. And they're shooting stuff as well. So they've got some gunpowder going. And this guy got a lance, a knight, and he's doing a bit of jousting by here. Apparently that's a thing, but I've seen some evidence of electric jousting and lance bits that go on the end by Victor once showed years ago. So they did have that sort of thing. So yeah, large Tartars and a load of Phoenicians doing a Phoenician display, which is something that they do. They do military tattoos in the modern day, just like these things. They reenact battles. But giants around 1600s, why would they be there? Didn't exist. Also dragons. Just saying, yo. So I'll share that in the descriptions box. You can take your time to study it, because it is quite a lot of it, and I hope you enjoyed that picture. So that's from 1612, really early to have all that glorious stuff. So I discovered these in these pictures here, and they're of a museum in Dolhof in Holland. I don't know of the place, but they built a giant maze there, an incredible maze, and a whole load of stuff to do with giants, like models. So why would they even do that? Yeah. So this is it, the port or near wherever that is, and this Dulhof, which I am not really aware of that place, but they had a museum there, and they had like exhibits of the old world architecture, exhibits of people from other places, and people who lived just before this time. Giants. And you see a lot. How many depictions have I shown? But here's the book here, and it's really intriguing that this maze thing going on. It's just really incredible. And they got a tower with some sort of angel. You get to the center bit, and there's some sort of lead or line going all the way to that tower with a flame shooting up. I don't know what it means, but it definitely means something. There it is there. So it's technology of sorts. I always think of the maze as being a clue to the mental journey in this place, the inner journey. But there's the whole site, 1625. They got this massive Tartarian building, gardens, and with a museum with giants and stuff in 1625, and a huge elaborate maze. So really interesting. And then very Phoenician there. It's in Amsterdam, excuse me. It's in Amsterdam. So they had a massive maze and all this Phoenician fountain thing going on with them whales that we see all the time on maps or in Phoenician architecture and sculptures. And excuse me, the Phoenicians here. We got a Bacchus, the young personification of Bacchus with his wine, and to the Phoenicians and the Cherubinuskis, on plenty, all of the narrative, and the trident there, and they're on some sort of mud hill, but with water features. And that was inside the museum. The giants got different faces and they're faced differently. I'm wondering if they actually are giants because they look completely different from the initial picture, don't they? He's got a mouth open. She's looking the other way. Yeah, you see that? So see, these are some of the engravings like I showed you earlier from that book. I collected some to show you. What are they drinking there? Psychedelics. That's what they're doing. So we had Matthew Hopkins, witch finder general, apparently. He knocked your door and he's saying, you know, you're a witch. And like, no, I'm not. That goes back and forth for a little bit. And then you establish that everyone in the room is actually a witch. Oh, right. But you're going to die because I'm an elite. Oh, right. Circles. They always draw circles of salt, don't they? Or sigils, Solomon sigils. But these witches, she's not riding a broomstick. She's riding that gadget thing as well with the wrong bit at the front, like we see. And there was flames coming out of the back of that other witch, wasn't there? Look at this. Underground bunker, loads of booze. He's on top of the bunker. Looks like an igloo, but definitely some sort of inn. And the devil's out of a chimney watching shit go down. The Witch. 1643, another book. Certain and strange discovery of a witch. Mother Shipton, she's in chat right now. So you need bits. You don't want to get it wrong and make, you know, we need a nipple of a gazelle, and the scale of a dragon, and the pube of a gnat to make this magic potion work. You've got to get it right. You just can't make it up. Like, you know, I can't get a pube of a gnat because they're so small. I'll just put like a fly's hair in there. Nobody will notice. It'll all go to shit and everything will blow up. So there you go. I went to Philly Castle for a trip 2 days ago. Took Shez to see this castle. And it's the second biggest castle in Wales with massive stone walls that are apparently 700-year-old. Only, unfortunately, this was on the pub wall and it's from 1800. And it shows a ruin with no outside wall. Just like the Great Wall of Rome, it's a fake. We find that a lot, don't we? So anyway, let me exit screen. And I'm going to share some more pictures with you and I'm going to come back. These are of technology called aerostat, used in the mid-18th century. And they are collecting static electricity using air balloons. And they're using it for whatever. Here we see aerostat connected to a pulley. And it's up in the air, where all of that static charges. And then down into this well type affair with this, I'm guessing, boiler type thing in it, and then out here to these drums. So this is probably batteries. Yeah, I think these barrels in the past were possibly batteries. Yeah, because they are charging them up here using aerostat. How do we know, guys? Coopers, not just making barrels for wine and beer. What if they actually were batteries? Food for thought, because they're showing they are there. Maybe they all were. Here's another one, an aerostat experiment. This is also, what's the date on this? Just have a little look. 1784. So they're all like from the 18th century. And this thing's already up in the air, as you can see. It's got this like parachute affair. So it's a parachute and a balloon. They seem to have like fins to get themselves sailing through the sky. But as you can see here, you've got this wired affair that comes down to some sort of station. Okay, because it's an aerostat device. 1874. I mean, there was freely using electricity, and they were doing it with balloons as well, which I've shown evidence for on many, many occasions. Now, I'm going to come back, see what you're all doing. Give a few of you little shoutages. Wish you all happy Saturday stuff. And see what going. So many people are watching and stuff. Actually, no way of knowing because I can't see my screen. Okay, good to see you. So ID Tex, good to see you, my friend. Yes, today I am Martinus Erecticus. It's my new name. So split patrolling, nice one, Squiz. Caffeine is in the house. Caffeine, good to see you. So yeah, 2 weeks time, we're going to have a Saturday live, and it'll be all of the peeps that come to the party, and then we'll be able to have a dance and do stuff, and it's all going to be awesome. So make sure to come, okay, if you can. Great pattern. Andrea, 466 watching. Oh, thanks, David. I can't see shit. Make sure to please share this out. That's on this channel. I think there's 60 on my Tartaria channel as well. So thank you all for being there as well. Awesome. So tree dude, hydrogen balloons and water. Oh yeah, that's probably that as well, or that, yes. But like, you know, when that guy invented like the hydrogen fuel cells, and it's like we're going to be able to piss in tanks in our tanks of our cars, and or just pour water in there and all run them. They didn't really want that. Zal Moxie, good to see you, brother. David, ooh, Birmingham Baghdad battery balloon. That's what I was thinking. Baghdad batteries is a bit of a psyop to say we were all stupid and we only had batteries in clay jars. It's just insulting. That's what they're doing. Same with the Antiquity device. Oh, we had a fucking computer, man, which we found in the bottom of the Aegean, man. It's thousands of years old. But then Greeks knew loads of shit. No, we were far more advanced than that, I think you'll find. Brian Evans, Tom Zalage, good to see my bro. Dean Powell, good to see you, Dean. Aloha. Late to the party? No, you're not, bro. We got all the funny stuff to come, so get your Kleenex out. Not that you're going to be crying. You may have a giggle. Can I see Charlton Heston? Chris Marsden, good to see you, bro. Thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here for Saturday night. And letting their heads on and enjoying themselves, because that's what we do here. It's all about positivity, okay? There's enough bullshit in the world, and life's hard enough without making it worse for ourselves by icky subjects on the negative, icky fucking internet. So that's where I come in. HM, good to see you. Ash, good to see you. Vibes, good to see you. Lovely. Brian Evan, Skyhooks, bro. And who else we got? Zal H. Spellering, Scott, good to see you. Happy Saturday, I'm Scott, mate. Love the music you did for me. Still playing it on. Christopher, good to see you. Even fake is fake. Stu, good to see you. Or Steve, however I pronounce that. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. Thank you all for being here. So yeah, martinliedtke7@gmail.com. Make sure to please subscribe to my channel. Share this video out if you would. There's plenty more to come. What we're going to look at next is, I've gone through these before a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, right? And they're photographs of the insurrection in Paris in 1871. The narrative is supposed to be the Franco-Prussian War, the birth of the German Empire. Okay, it's all happened here. But the narrative doesn't match the photographs, and not even the narrative that it only took 6,000 damaged buildings when it looks like the whole of Paris has been literally nuked. But I found some Antiquitech clues we're going to look at, and some other clues. So see if we can make some sense of this. To me, I think the clues are in the overkill. I think there's something definitely different happening, like a major reset, guys. There's no one about, man. It's just skeleton crews. All the buildings empty and gutted. It looks like Berlin, 1945. This is Paris. Yeah, how the fuck they built the exposition and got all this shit up and running. The expositions, they're like, you know, around the same time, apparently. But Paris is getting, like, literally taken out all at the same time. Just craziness. So, excuse me, martinliedtke7@gmail.com, as I said. Now, at the do, there's going to be, I'm going to get in order some of my books, okay, because I got books, and I'm going to be doing thumb drives. I've been copying them frantically. Now, everyone who's been waiting on a thumb drive, they're all off, okay? Everything is out. So now, abracadabra, I've got thumb drives for sale. £44 for 47,000 images I've been collecting for 10 years, and they're all juicy. Or 7,100 books of mine and Jason's. They're all basically old books, Victorian books, a lot of them, but they're all fantastic. Occult, all sorts of stuff in there. And they are for £66 because it's Christmas, and they will be in the links below in the descriptions box. But I will have them, some of them, at the meet as well. And they are very good indeed. It's an awesome thing. Jeffrey Griffin, you're back, are you? Good to see you, my friend. And Romany Bear, good Good to see you, my friend, too. So, oh yeah, let me get that. Chat back up and see what we're on. Okay, Romany Bear, good to see you, my brother. Thanks for emailing me and making sure Martin's all right and Irie. Do we have a Black Friday, Cyber Monday in Wales? We do, but we don't take any notice of that capitalistic bullshit. And if it was anything that was interesting, I would be interested in that. Come by shit. And it sounds a bit racist. I don't like any of it anyway. Are you thumb drive flat? Yes, Matt, I'm the thumb drive dude. You can get thumb drives off me. I'll link all that in the descriptions box the moment this live feed finishes, but we got another hour to go. We got fucking epic stuff to come, and we got funny stuff to come, okay? Loads of images. So, Ash, what about them skeletons under Paris? Where do they come from? We're going to think about that when I'm showing you as well. So the official narrative for that is bullshit as well, is that they all came up with the 18th, 19th century, because I got pictures of people just like literally 1800s with wheelbarrows filling this place up. It's been filled up with skeletons and moving them around. There's cut off corridors, fucking millions of deados and in the catacombs under Paris, under the Citadel of Paris, and outwardly it's like massive. Mandela Effect, Jonathan, what's happening, bro? Nora is in the house. Yes, I seen the riots in Dublin, Nora. And the hero guy who stopped a knife attack comes up on my live feed. I mean, Neely, we've been rioting since the 1990s. Our riots haven't ended, so it's all good. Droopy, Steph, good to see you. Right, let's get into some more images and do some thinking then, guys. Let's get our thinking caps on. DJ, good to see you. Jammy Vicious, good to see you, bro. Much love. Attic, good to see you. Pamela Stupa, I thought it was Pamela Swan. Then woohooing, she's there somewhere, Jam. Just JP, I love. And Vibes in the house. Who else we got? Who else? Tony. Thanks, Tony. And Not of This World. Okay, good to see you all. And anybody else who's lurking, like all you well-known YouTubers that don't say shit in my chat. Crowtone79, good to see you, my bro. You've been with me some fucking years, haven't you? Jeez. Whew. Rusty Woodpecker, what's happening? Hope that's not a penis analogy. George, good to see you, my friend. And I didn't mean to actually say that out loud. I got a bit of Tourette's going on. Sorry about that, Woody. Ben, not really. John, good to see you. Squiz. Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds like you're going to roll down a hill. Good for you. Laurie, good to see you. Curious Squirrel. Look at that. Two squirrels together. Squirrel Sniper, me, Laurie, Curious Squirrel. You guys got something in common, you know. You're both squirrels. Pamela Swan, there she is. Woohoo. Woohoo, Pamela Swanage. And Hippie Shake, for some reason, she's sharing Dirk's channel. Like, yeah, well, that's weird. Anyway. Heron Song, Martin. What about FEB presentation? Okay, let's get back into the juice. Okay. And Nora, it's do you. That would be weird. No one ever comes here. Yay, yes, fuck a duck. Oi, oi, bro. Fucking hell. Stoner Crows, good to see you, my man. Fucking love you. Why, see? And Sonia, fucking hell. They're all here now. Good. Make sure to share this out, guys. Do the living thing. Oh, yay. Jefferson House. Okay, let's watch this now. These are of 1871, the Franco-Prussian War. We've looked at some of these before, but I think I found clues to Antiquitech. I really have. So we know about the somatic windows, don't we? And we know about, you know, the technosmia, the Antiquitech technology that is augmented through these. Maybe that's got a destructive quality, because looking at some of these pictures, it looks like it might have caused them. So here we go. Buckle in to the next part of Flat Day. Okay. I'll share all of these pictures later, these aerostats and all of that. Okay, guys? So, this is an interesting picture. Insurrection of Paris, as I said, 1871. Now, there's shit going down all over the world in 1871, guys. You've got events in America, city fires. You've got Chicago, you've got like the Peshtigo fire, the biggest natural fire in American history, all happening exactly the same time. And apparently it's supposed to be having war with the Prussians. It's not the Germans, they don't exist. So what is the reasoning? Now, first of all, I want to draw your attention to this tower, okay? Full of Phoenician. It's a giant fasces bound, and it has a giant landing platform on top with a door for an air balloon. So it's an old air balloon Tartarian landing platform with a Phoenician on top, and Phoenician lions, and you've got some of them flowing flowers that we see with the Phoenicians and the Phoenician statue in there. And then a fasces with the lions and the banding all the way down. So highly ornamental. But notice the holes. So why were they shooting at this column to destroy it with what looks like howitzer fire? Because this thing's made of metal then, apparently, because it's not actually stone, if that happens. So the whole thing, guys, the whole thing is made of metal. It's made of metal, guys. It's a tech. I didn't even know how many of them are made of metal, but this one is not made of stone. And I thought they all were until I went through this. So this is the plinth, a bit like the bottom of the Statue of Liberty, I guess. 1830. And this is to apparently commemorate another sort of insurrection, and it's a battle commemoration thing, apparently, with this bit. Okay, and all of these holes in here, the bottom bit splattered, but when you get down the staircase in the tower to get out into the street, when you've been delivered by your balloon, you come out through this door here. You see, there's not many people around, but all of the buildings around this completely destroyed. It looks like World War II, but weirdly hardly any effect on Paris in World War II, because you know the French didn't want to battle anymore after what happened. So half of France with the Vichy's, they're like, yeah, all right, hands off. We'll see how it goes, shall we, pal? Till the British come. And then the other half were Charles de Gaulle's lot. Vive la France. And we'll see how that went down. A lot of people had to die, that's for sure, for the liberty of France. So here's your interaction. They built these barricades everywhere, but I noticed that they're doing construction work or repair work as they go. But some of these buildings, look at the side of that, completely gone. Fireplace, completely gone. And that entire street, everything is just demolished, which doesn't really fit for the narrative. I don't know what kind of battle they were. What's that? So this holds up a building. You see a lot of these after World War II in Britain, holding up buildings. So yeah, they had these barriers, sure, because apparently for like attacks and stuff. But some of these buildings were absolutely fantastic. They were gutted. This is intriguing. Check this out, the Arc de Triomphe, right? So I think this is a part of the Roman world. Check this out though, guys. Have you ever looked at this thing closer? First of all the Phoenician heads on top. You see it? I don't know if they're all the same dude, although they're all that different family. We've seen these loads. Exactly the same face that's on the outside of Prague railway station or statue here in my city. And then you got the lions, identical lion, and you got some Roman campaign in a bas relief, highly detailed, unbelievable in fact, all the way around the entire arch. And then some bas reliefs there, looks like Napoleon and Napoleonic. So that would have come later. That would have been put on there maybe later, if he's a real thing. But that does look like Napoleon. Angels over the arch. You've got this Roman affair we've seen stacks of times in Rome, and another bas relief there. But there's some damage on it. Somebody's been shooting at it. Apparently the Prussians. Now they've got a barricade put in front of it here. People are coming to check it out, and it has taken some damage there. So that column was made of metal, man. I can't even get over that. I've never even knew that was a thing until like I went through these. But that's what it would do if it was stone. They would just ping off howitzer or cannon. but they were probably using howitzer in 1871. Look at this lady here. What's she doing? It's another Phoenician narrative there, angels, and somebody riding a horse. But look at the size of that thing, size of them statues. And you can, like, literally on the other side of these sandbags, all of this would be a big room, wouldn't it? And they keep stuff in there, canonry. So yeah, didn't get fucked up too much. It got splattered on here, no damage on this side, but up here, cannon fire here, not too much on the arch. It seems to have escaped most of whatever happened, yeah. Not all escaped. I'll show you now. This is a really interesting arch. Porto, I should say. Again, it looks Roman. Everything is destroyed around here again. This thing's really interesting. There's a lot of these things in Paris, but this one has got some sort of Roman stuff here. But this, Phoenicians again, the faces, and the slits in the side. So there's rooms inside for demagnetizing when you enter this suburb. And look at all these buildings just fucked, emptied, just like Berlin. What the hell happened? Insurrection. My ass. Check this building. This is the Rue de Ravelli, whatever that is, but it's a large building, and they had time to put the wooden shutters all around. Is that during the battle or after? Bit confusing. You can see all the debris inside. Everything is collapsed. Fires, bubbled. Really big heat. Took the roof off, and everywhere seems to be the same. So there's one coming up now. It's really interesting. Stop that. Okay. Excuse me. That's it from another angle, but I'm going to move on because that's not clear. This one here is the column Vendome. Okay, entrance. So they had another column there. Not unlike that other one, but it's gone. And this one looks like it's made of metal too. And all of this stuff, big, massive masonry bits here. But this thing looks like it's metal. It's got a fasces door, you see? Imperial eagle and all of these crazy bas reliefs of the Roman world. Faceless knight, chariots. And it really does look like it's made of metal. There's a pipe there against it. I don't know what that's for. But they've blown the top off. But I'm guessing because this is a memorial, fairly Germanic, to commemorate Napoleon's victory over the Prussians. So I'm guessing when they turned up, they're like, well, you can fuck off with that. But how? Look at the eagles here. Look. How the hell did they get it off? Looks like that might be stone, you know. Another one, though, metal. Mind blown. So yeah, check that out, guys. The thing was massive, and they got it down. But I can understand. Okay, this is Arc de Triomphe. This is Champs-Élysées, and looking down towards the Arc de Triomphe, and it's fucked. This is the Champs-Élysées, and it looks like what the hell has happened. Look at this wall here, how much action that is taken. Just that wall has been splattered by battle, and all covered in mud. How's that even happen? And then the sandbags are on the mud, maybe a defensive mud pile, like trench systems. Buildings completely shattered. Get a lot of ladders around. They had time to put up all this. This part looks all right. They got ladders up there and scaffolding. So they're doing it up as they go along. Maybe this is just following all of the battles or whatever happened. Man, oh man, oh man. According to these photographs, Paris was decimated. Now, this is the really interesting one. The Palace Royal Palace. Not too much devastation under first scrutiny, right? It's a bit dirty. It's unbelievable architecture. Something about liberty and fraternity. Anyway, so it looks like Buckingham Palace, but you get up on the roof here, look at that thing. Look at that thing. And what I noticed is this is 1871, so nobody's got any electricity apparently. But this wire here, it runs into like a column here that runs around this big speaker-like thing. And there's one on this side. Why would that be there? At first I thought, oh, studio windows like Doctor Strange gets. And this is an elite home and a loft space with a big studio window, which could be. But it's also that type of somatic window, and there's a wire running in, and I don't think that's for lightning either. I think there's a technology at play there. Again, faceless night. Look, there. And you see the bells up there? So bell technology as well, guys. So this thing did get hit, and this thing did lose its roof. Again, faceless night. So yeah, that thing looks like Tex Nasmia. That could have been like, you know, destructive, that thing, amped up. And this is a really crazy picture. So it's a viaduct, but everything is fucked outside. And there's a water tower here for the trains that come past. And the trains don't look like they've come past ever. It's a narrow gauge railway, but it's all grown over. The water tank's all messed up. So when did the railways arrive exactly? And already disused, and all this area nobody's been in. And look at the devastation there, cannonry, to try and smash up the viaduct. It's probably taking fresh water, maybe. If it's an aqueduct or a viaduct, did it say? Viaduct's not even an aqueduct. Right, so there's a bridge. So I understand why you want to blow that up. But great architecture. Okay, let's just move on. Excuse me. Yeah, this thing's really cool. Check this building. Looks a bit of the Roman world. It's got like a temple fronting again with all the Phoenicians. Look at the statues on top of there, though. And this wire dome that is burnt off. The wire casing inside or wire in there. Free energy equipment, you ask me. That cable comes down here then. That would be the grounding rod. Yeah, this would. There. But this caper, something else going on there. And that aerial, it's not for a flag. So yeah, that's a crazy big building, like a temple that's been splattered, like every building looks to have been. It's like they all look like they've been blast affected. The outsides are like not really that bad. The insides are gone, just like what you find in Berlin, 1945, or Cologne pictures. You know, the aerial pictures. All the buildings are still in situ. The roads are clear, and all the insides are missing, almost as if like they've been hit from above and burnt on. This massive building. Look at this. Imagine the size on that fire. And this is on the banks of the Seine. Somebody mentioned the catacombs. I bet you that doorway takes you straight into the catacombs. It looks really ancient. There's all wall connected with it on the banks of the Seine. They look like trebuchet, but they can't possibly be, can they? Would they be using trebuchet in 1871? I doubt it, but they do look like. Could be some sort of boat lift. Yeah, it's probably a boat lift. So that is a massive building there, isn't it? 1871, destroyed again. Could be interpreted as just taking Tartarian tech out. But man, oh man, such destruction. Look at it. Just like the American cities, really, isn't it? And it's not, you know, no coinky dink that it's all happening around the same time. These American city fires. It's all connected with expositions as well, because everywhere's having them. So this is the Palace of Justice, massive building. It's got tech on the roof. Look at all the tech up on there. Knobbly bits. Knobbly bits. Some windows in there, not too fucked up. Knobbly bits. The roof's gone there. They got scaffolding in on. They're trying. Excuse me. I'm trying to save it. And then you got this castle affair by you. Look at this, like a German castle. Oh, it's amazing. Sentry box, sentries. And they're trying to make it all good on the one side. Really cool photo. So everything you see, I'll share. This is the Hotel de Ville. I've got a collection of just the inside of this building. They had time to board it up. Full Phoenician. There's a million statues on it. There was clocks on it. Just the most amazing building. And look, all the windows at the bottom. It's like mudflood as well. Giant doors, full of portals. But Jesus, I can't imagine the type of devastation that was going on in this city in the past. They were supposed to be subjected, the people of Paris, apart from building a massive expositions, they're supposed to be subjected to only eating cats and dogs left. Hotel de Ville. It's massive. Cool. That must have been like a biblical fire, a building that big. And there's supposed to be not that many people around in that time. You know, why is the building so big? They don't even make it that fucking big now. It's just, do you think there's less people or more people than before, guys? I'm not so sure. Some say there's more, some say there's less. I don't know. It feels like there's less people to me sometimes. People were mad back in the 70s and the 80s. It was a more innocent mindset. It was really cool. Everything's like just untrustworthy and sinister now. Everything's got fucking mind fucked. The internet didn't fucking help, did it? Sends people to crazy fucking town. The internet do, guys. Look at that thing. Wow, size of that roof on there. It looks like a light bulb. Might be just a thing. Well, that's some building. So yeah, very sinister, and it's all happening in the summer as well, or in April and June. And the building's that big though; it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. So let's move on. I'll give you a link to that. I don't want to go through any more of them. So that is 1871 Insurrection. Some crazy antiquity going on, and some unbelievable destruction. I will give you that collection in the descriptions box following this video. Right, let's move on. In antiquity, they seem to want loads of giant elephants. In fact, if I know why, but they need or have needed to manufacture and taxidermy giant elephants like this. I've seen loads of examples. There's one in the Elephant and Castle in London. There was a giant elephant that I seen. I was a kid somewhere. I can't know where that was, but this is like, you know, like a robotic version. And look at the size of this thing. Can't really get perspective. I think these are floors because people stand up there. See. Okay. Jumbo, the pride of glory of England. So Jumbo was, they cut his tusks off and he was a massive elephant and they restrained him. So Dumbo was a real story. Don't cry. Dumbo had vengeance. He rampaged one day, killed loads of them. It was brilliant. This I'm not down with, killing elephants. Now, I know that they got brilliant memories, elephants. Yeah, because every time I go to a zoo, I remember an elephant. So I know that. So look, guys. And they're proud. Oh, that's not good. So they killed it, and then they brought it back to life in this weird Tartarian mud-flooded building. They stuffed it. Taxidermy's a queer thing, isn't it? What a queer little habit that is. So, have any of you stuffed an animal? I fucking hope not. So, you see a lot of taxidermy places all over Texas because they got a lot of roadkill. So, like, somebody feels the inspiration of, oh, that was cute, that fucking armadillo. I think I'll get it stuffed. See, it feels weird. Feels like there's something wrong going on there. I don't know. I might be wrong, but it's not me. Anyway, so P.T. Barnum. Okay, we all know about Mr. Circus himself. He had an impregnable safe you couldn't get into unless I get my hands on it. And the Great London Circus combined with Great Jumbo's skeleton. So Jumbo, that one I just showed you that they killed, it was dead and it stuffed him. He was that big. He was not even a mammoth. He was an elephant. He is a giant fucking elephant. The noblest animal that ever lived. I might have wrongly interpreted. Maybe he died of natural causes and they never killed him. But look at that, guys. Giant elephants. And here we see in the past, okay, the stampeding elephants. They used to use them to go over the Alps. Hannibal used to take a gang of them to take his shit over them. But they get a bit unruly. And you can use elephants to get your ship thing across the river because they're big and tall, and they don't drown. They don't look too happy. On the lark to the planets. So apparently they can go on a balloon, elephants, even though they're really, really heavy, and they can fly to the moon and the planets. So here's a electric tower, foundation of a 200-foot electric tower. It says there, opening May 2003. An electric tower, 1903. Excuse me, 2003. Fuck me. 1903. Electric tower. That was really early, guys. Anyway, that elephant's used to some sort of hoist. To hoist it. You've got an electric tower, then you've got an electric motor. I fucking would have had an electric motor myself. They had dynamos. Seen it. Anyway, but I was a manager, so the colossal elephant of Coney Island. That's where I seen it. The Coney Island elephants. There you are. It's massive. It had restaurants and shit inside, and an observation platform. It was there for some years, and people could visit it. So you got a thing about the old big elephants, haven't they? There it is. Pretty cool. Coney Island elephant. So food for thought, anyway. I'm guessing you haven't seen them. Maybe, or maybe not. Doesn't matter. They're pretty cool. Right, there it is. We're going to have a meetup 2 weeks' time. Knights of the Round Table. Join Martin Liedtke for a fantastic day's presentations, discussion, shenanigans. Okay, a bit of a munch, a bit of a drink, a bit of a karaoke, a bit of a dance later, a bit of big discussion. Got an itinerary all worked out. It'll be fucking epic. It's in Cardiff, where I live in the West. Make your plans, book a ticket, and come and join the crowd. Okay, we're going to have a fun time. Now it's time for funny memes. What we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves some serious questions, okay, guys? Like, is there something wrong with this? Make your minds up. Think about it carefully. Yeah, there is, isn't there? Nobody's got a mouth. It's like that scene in The Matrix when he says, "How will you, Mr. Anderson, when you haven't got a mouth?" And then he's like, oh. But yeah, the wig and the budgie smugglers is a thing. She looks all right, except she hasn't got a mouth. So, which actually I can see loads of benefits for. Some benefits for. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being there. Okay, let's move on. Right, I think they might have got this the wrong way round, but I'm no expert. Okay, the taste of Dick Black. Yeah, I think it works better the other way around. It's got a horrible suit on. Now, I knew there was something going on with Big Bird because, you know, he looks a bit like Pawny, doesn't he? But he's got this album out, yeah, Dance Little Bird. So it's Big Bird's got a girlfriend. She's fluffy and blonde. She dresses like a little chick. Smashing it, Big Bird. I knew Big Bird was all right. That's a weird album cover, isn't it? I hope he knows her, but, you know, he might not. It's all cool, though. It's just when you're feeling the boob a bit. And they are nice. He's going, it's squishy. It's like, yeah, I know. Right. Let's look at this carefully. Wild thing. Okay. Old lady next to me. Yeah. You just looked in the mirror. Yeah. You are old ladies. Are you, where are you from? Exactly. New York City, it says there, but I doubt that's their original destination. So is there anything wrong with these men? No. No, that's absolutely fine. They just look fucking weird, that's all. Doesn't mean to say that they're bad people. It's just they look like they're bad people. Let's not be judgmental. In fact, let's not be judgmental in anything we see in these posts today. Like this. The first Christmas record for children. Is there anything wrong with that? Yeah, it feels uncomfortable, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't even know why. No, this doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. Let's not be too judgmental about Cecilia. Und die sauerkraut. She likes sauerkraut. She loves rubbing it all over herself and licking her fingers. It's her business, guys. Let's not judge her. Let's not judge her. Or him. It's hard to say. Is there anything wrong with this picture? No. You get to see Deirdre Barlow in little red satin knickers, don't you? And the other two, 80s looking birds with 85, yeah, silky knickers. They're fucking useless. You would burst out of the sides of them, wouldn't you? So, yeah, laser beam titties. Absolutely awesome. Bring it on. I want laser beam titties. Not on me, on Joe. Do you want to dance? No. Let's just have a look at the Del tones a minute and let's ask ourselves, is that what they really mean? Look at him there. Yeah, thinking carefully, looking at you rather gaily. What about these two here touching one another in a really, really close nature? He's got his hand on his shoulder here. So I think when they're saying, do you want to dance? Maybe they really mean bum. Probably. No, never what I said about being non-judgmental, right? Oh, let's not assume anything about Amy, okay? But here's Amy. Okay, she looks a bit fucking scary and crazy. Okay, but really, guys, Amy is a beautiful singer. And let's not hold that against her. And she's Deirdre Barlow's love child. Yeah, okay, that's true. Now, this is interesting. Something we should listen to, maybe. Music to Bury Your Dreams by Carlton Bonnet. I can see you've got a bonnet there, my old China. So, yeah, music to bury your dreams to. That's nice. Happy. Harry Carey. Okay. Now, this is from the language, I think what we got here is a French chef, haven't we? Have you heard French chefs push pasta up their nostril? They bring it down the bridge of their nose, down the other nostril, and then they can pull pasta up and down their nostrils, and then they put it into the soup to add flavour. Yeah, pasta snot, French pasta snot, Harry Curry 101. You're the year first. This is a good. I like this. This is a happy cover. This makes me happy. How to get the most out of your stereo. Oh, I get it. Everything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Is that what's going on? She's got a stethoscope. She's got a stethoscope against her speaker and it's blowing her brains out. In fact, teeth flew off her face and a wig fell off. Now, this is disgusting. Madison, twist and slop. Note that she has, no, I know, Billy Nash rock band. Madison Step, I don't know what the next bit says, but it says slopping the slop. Slopping the slop. And she has a pogo stick in a certain area. Weird. And they say slop. I think they got that wrong. Right, let's have a look. What is wrong with this? The South Soul Orchestra, nice and nasty. Ooh. Dance your ass. Yeah, ass in rough. Dance your ass off, it says there. Okay, so let's have a think carefully. Is there anything wrong with this thumbnail? No, absolutely nothing whatsoever. Yeah. Ooh, I'm scared. Okay, these never ever had number one. They're called the planets, and you can understand why. But the one good thing about it was the woman in the band, she kept flashing her underwear all of the time, a bit like ABBA do, a bit like ABBA. Have you ever seen Lost Smugglers? Yeah, yeah. Sin your pants down. He's sin your pants down. He looks familiar. Have I seen him? Sin your pants down. So Lost Smugglers, what do they smuggle, guys? What kind of bandits are they? Okay. Don't know. Senor Pants down. The smugglers. There's a bit of sinister stuff going on there. I don't want to discuss it. What about organ moods? What about organ moods? Well, she's wrapped up like a sweetie, isn't she? Looking at you all like, I'm not going to tell you. What organ are they talking about? Skin? Organ? Orgasm? Are they talking about a penis or a vagina? I think they are. So these are really shit bands. I can't remember them ever. Velvet Fog. Did you ever see them? Oh, do you ever remember them? No, if I ever seen them before, I definitely would have remembered them. Yeah, there you go. Really interesting backing singers. Anyway, right. This church guy, monk, he's just found nobody's child. And the church have kindly said that they're going to bring it up and look after it. Honestly, we won't sacrifice it and drink its blood. We're going to bring it up nicely. Have you ever heard this band? The Long Fat Wang Experience. Have any of you ever had a long fat wang experience? These guys definitely have. Now remember, two wongs don't make a right. Okay? Onward. Paris, will anyone marry me? Well, Pam, if it was 1985, I would have married you. I had a thing for you, Pam. Did you know that? Oh, yes. I used to walk around on my own in the field thinking, oh, I wish what Pam is was you now. I would do things to her. Is what I used to think. Did you know that, Pam? No. Shame you're old and decrepit now. Anyway, is there anything wrong with this book cover? No, it's by Fred Dickens, and he's a man of God. Okay, sheltered in the arms of God. So awesome. Nothing to worry about there, even though he looks really, 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 really weird. He looks scary as fuck. But they say, no. A Crippled Boy's Prayer featuring Jerry D. Brown. Isn't that touching, guys? Yeah? No, I hope none of you are laughing, because that just tells me what kind of person you are that would even laugh at something like a Crippled Boy's Prayer. So, please God, make me better. And God did make him better. Gave him a head. Okay? Don't moan. Still got the arms. Anyway, Glenn Delide and Richard Miller. Okay, Dixie Echo 66. Okay. Now, like T-Rexes having sex or eating, I see a definite problem. Can anyone see a problem with playing this guitar? How does he play the guitar? Is he playing with her? Does she play alone? Well, that smile on his face tells me that he has overcome a lot. He even can do his tie-up. No, I made that up, he can't. But he can just rub his fingers up and down. If it's loud enough, do what Jimi Hendrix do, just make that shit up. Okay, is this wrong or is this right? This is wrong. Squirt does its thing. Semi-soft music in Tijuana. Semi-soft, I doubt that. Okay, let's have a puppet show. Yes, let's. Look at Beaker. Look at his face. He's like, fuck yeah. Where do I put my hand? Okay, where do I put my fingers? Now, guys, remember what I said about not being judgmental? Could you not be judgmental over Svetlana? Svetlana has got a big heart. Yeah, she's a beautiful lady and she cooks beautiful goulash. Okay, don't think like that. The Fats Brothers, after Calvary, they are amazing musicians of Uzbekistan. They don't know what fat means because they don't do language. Forsaken Doll by Maria Lenora. Is there anything wrong with that cover? Yes, there's something wrong with all of it, isn't there? Yeah, but thankfully, it wasn't my mind that imagined any of that. So great. Right, Aether Popping Witches, images of the day, and we are 2 hours and a half into our post. I'm going to come back in a minute, shout you all, got other stuff. We're on it. We're actually winning. Okay. Did you actually share this show? Good. Thanks. You're awesome. This is an 1800s picture. It's not an AI because I've seen it years ago. The point is, she's supposed to be mentally ill, but she's really beautiful. I think, looking at her eyes, that she's a witch. I think she's an empath. I think that she's an intuitive. I think she has psychic abilities, and it all speaks to me in her auric field in that picture. She's struggling because nobody understands her. Like when she went to school, nobody understood her. She got bullied and shit. And then, you know, they thought that she was mentally ill because she's seen things that people couldn't really understand because they're not in the same paradigm or place or level. And how many of that people have that? Have you ever seen this happen? Lady in a red dress turns up. She's fishing. She's fishing, but she doesn't do dynamite fishing. She's got a new strategy. She finds out that all fish are perverts. So all she does is go down the riverbank, lift up her dress, and go, "Oi, boys, get a load of this." And all the fish are like, "Woo, go." And then you can catch them all and eat them. Or eat one or two, put the rest back. Or don't eat any. Go to the chip shop. Save having to kill it. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. So here's literally a Brago picture, which is a little bit like a Hieronymus Bosch with these strange creatures we've seen in that earlier depiction. Beasts with all the people pouring out, an apocalyptic theme. Strange, strange creatures. But Jesus turning up in a bubble. Ether popping. Jesus ether popped in, you guys. Ether popped in, ether popped out. Okay, they all do it. And there's some sort of wheel here where they're all attached to. I can't imagine that being pleasant. Okay. Oh, yeah, that guy's got a ladder problem. And this one has got his head's popped off. His head's popped off. That happens a lot in this realm, this weird realm. So why do they do such weird stuff? Well, I'll tell you what it is. The artist, he took hallucinogenic drugs and then he started to paint. That's what came out. He was having a weird day. Fat man tripping. Do you ever see this? It's called Clitman. The liqueur de me is the man who is like no other man, and he goes on like that, but he can't fly. And he's got scales because he's a bit of a fish as well. It's a mermaid as at sorts, and appeared on the land back in the day. There's a few of them. The monk. Have you ever seen the monk? Fish monk. He came out of the sea too. Phoenician scales. Joined a monastery and made the Benedictine monks very, very rich by showing them how to cook lobster thermidor. Okay. Cyclops. Now you had Cyclops coming from the watery depths too. This one, Cyclops, he's got ears like Deputy Dog. He's got a stick because he's stupid and he thinks it's a microphone, but big dangly titties. Cyclops has got strangeness going on. Okay, here's the flood by Kirster of Noah's flood, the deluge, and he's got the ark there. Everyone else can fuck off and die. But what he does show is a load of Phoenician whales, which I thought was interesting. So like, not everybody was a sinner. So you got to kill everybody and then saves a psycho. Fuck off. No, fuck off. Mr. Chooser. So here's Satan. No, it's not. It's Venus, which coincidentally rhymes with penis. There must be something in that. And it's the Statue of Liberty as well. So it's also Lucifer. Okay. They got weird bodies on them, these Phoenicians, haven't they? Ugh. So Venus, yeah, she turns up out of the water. Okay, here we got a devil, a demon. Okay, he's got sigils all around him. That makes him real. And he's eating legs. He's got serpents in his head. So somebody scaremongering. Yeah. So nobody's actually outside of a not the bad trips are a thing. Outside of a bad trip is actually you haven't seen anything like that. This one's pretty good. Check this out. It's got 3 titties. Yeah. Usually got to go to a distant world and pay loads of money to find 3 titties. Not that there are distant worlds, but I mean terror, laterally. Somebody lives in its mouth. There's a deal going down. Handshaking. There's a naked man. Oh dear. I don't want to know the details. Let's move on. So. Oh, a declaration of the strange and wonderful monster born in Kirkham Parish in Lancashire. So apparently, born in Lancashire was a Bellini in 1646. He's a bit of a giant. He had a face on his body, and he's in a pamphlet. Anyway, look, Mr. Fleetwood, Mick Fleetwood. Yeah, ended up in Fleetwood Mac. Ended up. No, don't talk about that. Can't stand Fleetwood Mac. He's not. Fucking. So they're floating cities as well. Okay. Oh, behold, Jerusalem is coming. But it's a Vimana. Cities floating around. People all around them. Look, awesome. Yeah, Vimanas. I think them Mounts and Shimashals, I think they do it. So, just found myself a bloody giant out in the desert. Fucker tried to run away from me, so I shot him in the bollocks. Anyway, collecting giants. Gonna go weigh him in. So this pig, he knows the secret of the crucible. He's standing on it. Pigs do have wings, because there you can see there. Okay. The royal orb, the crucible. But you also see Renaissance pictures in Jesus's hand. I think it's because he's a mystic, and I think it's a seeing ball. That's where he gets his tips off, because he's like a magician doing shit. This is a crazy thing. So I got sent a link, but I've seen these kaleidoscopes on eBay, and I want to get them, but I actually don't want to get more shit. But I really like them. But Kirchner, in the 18th century, has devised these prisms, the geometric shapes, and the sunlight bursts forth, and gives psychedelic pictures of stars, and basically tensor holography, if you like, in the 18th century. Kirchner holography. Yeah, I know. It's really good. Also, Kirchner, okay, was onto the bell tech, which we've talked about many, many times. Can you see this ladder going up this Chinese tower in the background? Which we've already shown, they're all covered in bells made of ceramics, porcelain, which are superconductors. This bell, this looks like it's being fitted somewhere, and these bells as well being checked for vibrational qualities. And that is in 1664. Bell tech. And Ezekiel's wheels, only in this version of Ezekiel's vision, sorry, the picture's too small, the Ezekiel's wheels come out of the water. I've never seen that in another depiction. They come out of the sea. And then you hear that either. Ezekiel's wheels out of the sea. So let's have a mag up and see him a bit bigger. So it looks like a giant. He's found himself a chick. He's not a Nephilim. Well, he might be a Nephilim. She's naked. But yeah. So I found myself a human woman. So what was this one? The metamorphosis of the magician. Okay, he's a magician, and he's metamorphosing. Oh, she's metamorphosizing into an angel, or getting a pair of wings to go flying, just like witches. Generals gathered in their masses. Oh, check this out. So this guy, he's litter, okay, and he's the oversoul. This is what this is, okay. Litter, sentient beings, got it all sorted, and here's your version. It's like, this is me. This is my avatar. This is where I really am. This was my shit before. This is where I am now. Fuck, he's like. Fuck, he's like. There you go. Will that happen to me? No, neither of you. Oh. But they've definitely been affected by his super psychic laser beam eyes thing going on. Hypnotized. Yeah. Like that. Wow. Let me grab your wrist. I'm downloading knowledge. You are no longer going to be stupid. Wow. That's right. It's not a globe. Wow. That's right. The news tells you bullshit. Wow. Are you awake yet? Oh, I can't take it. It can't all be a lie. It fucking is. Wow. That's what's going on there. It's like a friendly type of Homelander thing. He's not burning his face off. He's giving him a download of info. He's a sentient being. Yeah. Okay. Right. Jesus is here, I think. Feeding of the 5,000, so he's chopping up a load of microdots for the guys. Got the devil behind him, making sure he does what he's told. And here's a load of people looking really unhappy, as you will get in most cults. Doesn't seem to be a lot of happiness and joy. 1924, here is a naked man with serpents on his shield and horns on his head and gonna fight a giant octopus. Yeah, never do that naked. So here's a demon lady with giant knockers. Don't worry, all will be well. All will be well, young person. Don't worry about the dead thing. It's just his empty avatar. By this time next Tuesday, he will be a screaming little baby somewhere. Really? Yes. To an incredibly poor family in Mumbai. Oh, no. Nah, I'm only joking. A wealthy family in LA. Okay, that's not bad. Can I choose? No. So here we go. Okay, here we are. Pontius Pilate. He's a bit lit up, isn't he, Pontius? That's Henry. That goes on the cross later. Phone a crown. You're not going to like that. And he's like, what's he got in his hand? He's got a bag of gold. So is this Pontius? Judas, isn't it? Yeah. The angel's got all eyes on his thing. He's got the eye on him. It's like, don't worry, I'm going to give you the Vulcan pinch. You won't feel a thing. Give him the... No, maybe you'll have a different interpretation. I'm not actually familiar with Bible stories. Don't go that close to them unless I run out of Rizla or something. What's your naked man? So it's not all about naked women. I'm doing stuff for you as well, ladies. Don't ever say I'm selfish. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I think it's saying that we evolved out of Neanderthals into the modern British man, which looks absolutely fuck all like that. Yeah, it's like that, but rounder, more like that. There's the British man of today, look. Anyway. There's the oversoul checking on his chick. She was awesome. I had an amazing body when I was alive, he's thinking. Oh, yeah, it's fucking good times. Fuck me. Yeah. Coming back. Can't wait to get back. Here's the oversoul again. Spirit. Okay. That looks a happy picture. This doesn't look a happy picture. Let's look at everyone's wearing a mask. Everyone's doing an act. And if you're not doing an act, then you're being yourself. My chick was saying to me that she was told, will you act right? Because you all are. That's right. Everybody's acting. And when you're yourself, when you're not acting, that is everyone can see you. Yeah, and they don't like it. It's like, fuck me, is that what people are? Yeah, that's right. I have emotion. I have feeling. You can see it in my eyes. Can you see me? I know. Scary, isn't it? That's what you got there. You notice the eyes tell you a lot more in these old pictures. They're definitely more compassionate in the old days. So here's awesome. Here is a probably a Germanic god. It's got a swastika on his belt, but I think it's a holographic Jesus. 250-foot Jesus. It's going to turn up in the sky. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be saved from something non-specific, something to do about drowning, something to do with that, but maybe not, because nothing is like, because they never give you no instruction booklet for it all. So here we go, more aero stuff, but this time through alchemy, but it's definitely showing plasma. We always see it interpreted as the Ocean eye in the center and a triangle, and then you got the fiery heart, but the fiery heart has a wire coming from it, and the wire is by here with an illuminated grail. Free electricity in alchemy. It's funny, isn't it? You take 9 months trying to get out, and the rest of your life trying to get back in again. What is with that? The cycle of reincarnation. Yeah. Plop. Got a car now. And then we got like old age, and then fucking dead, and then back through again. But they didn't tell you the good part. You came out of one, you go back into one. Yeah, that's right, guys. That white light is a vagina. Don't kill yourself. No, something to look forward to. Don't say nothing to look forward to. There is always. There's hope. Look at this giant. Yeah. She's a big skinny giant, and they're gonna hide in a. She's gonna steal him into a nightclub under her gown. Come on, get under my gown. Here's Mr. Penis and Mrs. Vagina. They love one another. They do things together. He's got 4 legs. So put it in my hole. Okay. So, do you think tensor rings and their magnetic properties, if they were ramped up and bigger, do you think they could give us electromagnetic floating properties so we can get around like this chick? Because she's got like a hoop that looks like it could be a tensor ring. Yeah? Could be. But maybe you've got to be naked to do it, okay? Just saying. This lady, again, a Phoenician type of lady, she's looking at herself in a mirror, but the mirror looks like it's a television of sorts that's got like a screen and a wire that goes up here, which looks like it's a tree, but it definitely looks like it's a wire too. Weird. There again, flying people with a hoop. You know, if this was tensor magnetic technology, maybe it could give enough lift. Got some Pythagorean bullshit going on there, but witches or whatever they are, having to fly around, and they're taking their cauldron of shit with them. Cool. This is weird, right, guys? Because this is from the Victorian era, but it literally shows the king. That's King Charles. It's King Charles, guys. Only this is like from over 100 years ago. It is him. If his ears are big, it looks exactly like him. I know he looks like a spider, but that is. Anyone disagree with that King Charles? Because it looks just like him to me. Anyway, they called it in these old depictions. Anyway, so Phoenician strangeness in this depiction. Check this tree. Okay, from a seed to a tree. So these guys look like they got scales on. You got a lizard coming out of the tree, strange fruit, and you've got entities living in the tree. Some grotesques and a load of cherubinouskis, which are always grotesque, the little buggers. Oh, somebody took a photograph of an actual witch flying through the air. Look, it's a photograph. That's her. She's doing that. I don't see no trickery going on. That's how you sit on him. I don't know. No expert. Looks comfortable. She's got a different technique. Look, she's free flying. And she goes. Anyway, so there's a witch, probably. Hope it's not a dude. And I haven't called this. No, not with them. So yeah, she's like, oh, I'm having such a good time. I think I'll just touch my boobs. Don't let us stop you, love. Yeah, these are a load of witches flying around. Demons as well. Look. Oh, you're pretty. You're coming with me. Let me suck your Brian out. Not the demons suck your Brian out. I told you they're stupid. Just keep 2 lollipop sticks on you and a towel at all times, and all demons will keep away from you. So it's funny how many witches are ginger, isn't it? It's like all of them. Well, most of them. But yeah, she got a different technique as well. Hers is a more pole dancing approach. See how she got the lock on with her toes? Nice technique. If you're a witch, you should practice that. Look at this, guys. You can see his dick and his balls. I'm doing this for you, ladies, just in case you see all he's always going on about naked women. Yeah, this is for you. How often you're going to see a cock and balls on a fucking YouTube video? Try never. What the narrative is? Draining cats and dogs. Yeah, that's right. Now this woman, yeah, okay, she's a prisoner. Okay, she's a prisoner of your mind. That's why you put a really, really short skirt on her, which he's staring at. And he's the prison gimp. He's the prison gimp and the trained rapist, government trained rapist. He rapes himself. Okay. She just stands there. Oh my God, it's Lucifer fell. He fell from the sky and twatted his head. And all of these nymphs turned up and said, Sire, are you okay? He's like, fuck no, I'm bleeding, innit? But like, I'm magic, so I'll just magic myself better. So they were good, weren't they? We got a bit of everything there, didn't we? Yeah, I know. You know, a little memory blast to see where I took you this weird flat today. It was all about wizards and witches and warlocks and all the weird shit that they tell us goes on in this fucking weird ass realm. Okay? Yeah, like that. That wonderful memory. Yeah? Captain Birdseye. Okay. Well, exit full screen. I'm coming back. Captain Birdseye. 526 of you watching total. Thanks for being here on a Saturday, guys. That was fun. Let me just have a little recap. I'm going to be linking up all these books and these pictures. They are pretty groovy, aren't they? Do you like that sort of thing? Crazy good. And we had a little giggle, didn't we, at my awkward album covers? They are really awkward, aren't they? So I hope you voted, whether or not you thought that they were inappropriate or not. So, Scott, you missed everything. 16 Alpha, good to see you. Jack of all trades, good to see you. Oh, yeah. Flat thumbs, wiggly flat thumbs. Thanks everybody for being here, for keeping it real, being epic. Because the YouTube's just like mental place, isn't it? It's loads going on. Not. Adam Forrest, watch from the start after. Go on then, Adam. Thanks, mate. Mammarius, like the cobwebs in my mind. Like the windmills in my mind. Pendragon, how many names a week do you actually go through? Maybe just evolving, if that was a thing. Then Grendel Dark, wheezing that juice. Thank you, my brother. Much love to you, Grendel, who's in Houston. I've met him a couple of times. He's one of my broskies, my American friend itches. Got plenty of them now. I think our jokes are being stored in Utah. Yeah, there's a vault in Utah where they lock all jokes away from me, so I don't tell them to you. Don't break the internet with humor. Yeah. Curved water. Good one. Jammy, flat a day, porn a day. Yeah, you got your mind's fixed on that sort of thing. A little bit too much, Jammy. You have a little sit and think about that. Maybe look in the mirror. Don't do that. Don't do that. Porn's bad. Okay, it's actual people suffering. You don't want to watch people suffering. There's really bad energy to it all. There's always a third person there. It's a bit weird as well, isn't it? I know. I'm just saying. Don't do that. Don't look at it. Adam, that's my advice to you. Margaret Wood, good to see you. Lovely. Sid, good to see you too. Jack of all trades. Droopy bollocks. Chris Marston, Jammy, good to see you. A lovely vibes edges in the house. Hippie Shake. Any news from the hospital? Because Brian's gone to the hospital. And Garden Warrior, JT, Shiva Shampooich. I heard that Paraguay, that they used to rape by trained dogs as torture for the political criminals. I'm actually sorry that I actually read that, Shiva. That's like worse than my joke, which I got from Harold and Kumar, Guantanamo Bay. Anyway, the cock beef sandwich sketch. I stole it from there. Okay. No. She got a wand. I got a wand. A magic. People make videos now. So Matt was trying to hypnotize you with his recorder. But there's a strange story about this. I bought this in the streets of a northern town. I think it was called Nantwich. And it was a black guy, and he had him in a basket. And he was playing it, and I was like, I fancy a flute. And I walked past, and he went, whoa, there you are. I was like, what? He said, man, oh man, I haven't seen you for so long, so many lives. Still doing it? My God, you're still doing it. Never seen a guy before in my life. He was talking about previous life stuff, man. I had shivers and everything. Guy had known me from time, and he thinks I was up to all sorts. He knew too much. Jolly man. Jolly man. Machiavelli. Okay. If you are in chat now, lurkers, don't lurk. Say something in chat and I'll shout you out. So like there, manage. Okay. Hi, Manny. Good to see you. Jahudi. Bob Sykes, the silent flute. And okay. No animals or people harmed in the making of any flat earth British presentation. Okay. But I may have breathed some microscopic pores of animals or something in my breath. Like little tiny ones. So apart from that, can't do nothing about it. I know. It's all right. I'm just like, I keep getting copyrights every day. Another copyright this morning for another video for like 6 years old about like bullshit. It's like they are really on me, and I'd hate for it all to go to shit over nothing. So be a guy, you're coming. Awesome, be a guy. You're gonna like the bevies in you, my friend, and things. Endless jokes. Yeah, I've got millions of jokes, bro. Fucking millions. Just saving them all up. Don't want to splat you all in one go. Fucking hell. So, Jack of all trades, Adam Forrest, Heinrant 136. Awkward, yes, perfect. Awkward is uncomfortable, but it makes you see aspects of yourself. I see myself in every stranger's eyes. In fact, I think you're all manifestations of me. I think you're all segments of me. I can recognize myself in all of you. There you are. That's what I think's going on. I think we're all one another. Yeah, that makes sense. You're all my Tyler Derbyshires, and I'm yours. Anna Boyd, back to the top from Marcus with a great giggle. Thank you, Annie and Anna. Okay, Grenville. Okay, much love to you all, guys. I'm going to leave that at 2.5 hours. I've had 2 posts this week. Spaghetti Spy Wires Mystery. Fuck me, I'm still saying Spy Wires. Spaghetti Sky Wires Mystery. And I can't remember. Right, I'm going to look into the future. Okay, you ready? Okay, you know, remember, I can remote view you in your room. So if you're sitting in your underpants or underwear, be careful. Yeah. Okay, it's coming clearer. I am going to be shortly eating paprika crisps. I got any? Must have. And I'm going to be munching chocolate. Oh, wow. I'm going to be munching chocolate. I got any? Apparently I have. Wow. I'm also going to be saying nostalgia to all the lovely peeps that come and watch me. See, this fucking knows a lot. Okay. There are some movies on its own. Ambraxas, awesome album. Oye, como va? Oh yeah, come on. Samba Party's a good song, isn't it? Make you cry. Don't it make you cry? Fucking makes me cry just doing it. Fucking Santana. He's another one. He probably sold soul with blood. But let's not be judgmentally minor of. In fact, none of them minor of, because none of it might be true. Because it just might be people. It's all his minds, isn't it? And plus, it's all based on belief systems, and you believe stuff like, you know, that's how voodoo works, isn't it? Fucking had you. And then it's like, oh shit, they had me. And then you just make that shit circumstantially come true, because that's how it all works. It's all his mind. That's why we're magic, guys. Spark it up. Woo, Sydney. You first. Okay. Right, thank you for everything. My books there, you can see if you are interested down below in the descriptions box. Thank you, Sonia. And sticks, like I said, I've got a load of sticks I have been downloading. I'll be selling some of them at the party, and I'm going to do some online as well. If you are interested, look in the descriptions box below. I bet your hair looks lovely, hippie shake. Cheese has got long blonde hair. Oh, you know, you've met her. We all met in the didn't we? In the Flat Earth British Convention. Ulich, son of Overbrook. Good to see you, my friend. Small town girl. Let's bring her up. Small town girl. Let's do. See. Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having fun and indulging me in my Flat Earth business. So I do like Flat Earth British. It's my ting. Okay. Animals are born with history and us without. No. It's just too cryptic. You're just messing my head up. Oh, yeah. Mandy. Yeah, sending big love to Dawn. Love you, Dawn. If you are seeing this and you're in she's in hospital. Is our Dawn, our friends, Jason's missus. Yeah, I knew. I seen well, everyone tells me Jason's video, but yeah, fucking hell. Shit. So yeah. Be thinking about that today. Definitely. Erica, she's our best friend, man. Fucking hell. So bad. But she'll be all right because if she go to hospital, they fix her, won't they? Did Cheryl go home? Is she okay, Erica? Erica, as in Elisa. Erica, yeah, I think so. You got a little black cat, so I suspect a witch. Cheryl Bailey, are you there?
Yeah.
Everyone's wondering if it's still you.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, she's not. She's not you. Yeah, she's you. She's you. For now, we had Thanksgiving in Philly. Went to Philly, a little town north of here, which is like basically like a miniature world. Everyone's like really small. It's like hobbity world. And Cheryl was pissing herself laughing, man. The hotel, we stayed one night, right? Because we just couldn't go home. She just like wanted to check it out there. And it was tiny. It was miniature. The rooms was little, really miniature. The bed was so tiny. It was close to the floor. My feet were hanging off the end. It wasn't even 6 foot long. It's crazy. So yeah, it was sweet. So we did that for Thanksgiving. So if that is you, love to you in Santa Fe. Good to see you. Thank you for them lovely margaritas. The best day ever, and the food and everything. That was an awesome day, an awesome memory. Really was. Talk about that a lot. Robin Lee McIntosh. Love you, Matt and Cheryl. Thank you, Robin. Robin. And please be light. Strike. And there she is. Cheryl. Front row seat. Much love, y'all. What y'all doing? Much love, y'all. Okay. Yes, I'm sure you all got familiars. You lot, they would have burnt half of you 300 years ago. Just saying. Yeah. You witches and you wizards, you. Ooh, I hope you can float. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you for being so much fun. Thank you for bringing your love and vibration. It's been awesome, guys. Fucking, I love Saturdays. Yay. So, see you soon. If you linking and there's Linda there as well. Thank you for linking up Cheryl's channel. Front row seat, going to sub to that. Is that done? Oh, Dutch Rebel down in the hospital? No way. Yeah. She's all right. I think they're gonna fix her up. I'm sure. Okay. Get some sleep. Okay, Fan Machiavelli, will do. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Not this world. Okay. I'm gonna bounce. See you in a week. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Keep an eye on my community page. All awesome things will be announced. Make sure to come to my do. It's going to be fucking epic. You know, see the ones that are coming there as well. Okay. Peace and love. Be good. Stay epic.